Good afternoon. Thank you very much for having the time to be with us today. I'm very happy to see you because some of you I never seen before because you are our new alumni, and around 14 of you I have seen before because they joined our one-year online diploma in the previous years. I'm very proud of this program. It's Diabetes Blue Points project, which is very important for us because it is helping improving access to quality and equitable diabetes care in Africa. And we all know that in Africa there is a big challenge of diabetes, and I don't see why this is happening, because diabetes is a condition, can be prevented and can be treated and managed, and people should not die from diabetes. And as we know, all of us, people are not surviving HIV and hepatitis, but die from diabetes and cardiovascular medicine or hypertension, which should not be the case. But because of the lack of trained, skilled healthcare providers at all levels that can manage and prevent and early diagnose diabetes in Africa and some of the developing countries, this is a challenge. So as a Merck Foundation CEO, we decided with the Board of Trustees to start a program since 2015, actually, to train. First, we started with training medical students about diabetes management. And it was a very concise program, 1 or 2 days, but it was very helpful. Then I said to myself, no, we need to create a platform of experts, skilled experts in diabetes and in cardiovascular. If you know also that we have the same program in preventive cardiovascular medicine. Started with providing 1-year online diploma to African and Asian doctors who freshly graduated and who are passionate to specialize in diabetes. And this 1-year online diploma was very, very informative, very beneficial, that everyone who graduated can actually start his own diabetes clinic in his center or in his hospital and be the diabetes expert in his community. And then we evolved from this to make a nationwide Diabetes Blue Point project, where we, in partnership with the First Ladies of Africa, Ministries of Health of Africa, or diabetes societies across all the 3 continents, the global south, to provide us candidates from across the whole country. So it's not only from the capital, but from all the provinces and districts, as much as we can. So if you look at the map at the end of 4 years, maybe, you can see Blue Point. Each doctor will graduate and be able and capable to have his own diabetes clinic or to be the diabetes expert in his community constitute a blue point in the map. So by the end of 5 years, you see the whole map is blue, because will be a lot of experts from across the continent. This is not an easy program. It is very difficult. It's 1 year, but it's full information about whatsoever you can meet about diabetes. And who graduate with distinctions and merit can continue with a master degree. And that's why you see with us also candidates who joined our master degree, which is 1 year following the diabetes diploma. And then you will have 2 years of diabetes management from South Wales University in UK. So after you graduate, you have a total shift of your career, but you also transform the diabetes care in your country and in your community. And then in your country, when you see the numbers of people we are providing this scholarship to from each country and from where in each country they are joining. This is something very important, and we will explore that together today when I interview each one of you, and you can tell me where are you from which part of your country you are coming. And of course, year after year, it will be even more integrated into the nationwide map or structure of each country. I want to tell you this is in English-speaking countries. So we have 19 countries from Asia and Africa, but this program, we made sure that it's also reached to the Portuguese-speaking countries. So we developed a master course in Portuguese as well for Portuguese-speaking countries like Mozambique and Angola and Brazil in Latin America, and in Spanish. So also for Guinea-Bissau or the rest of Latin American countries, and in French for all the French African countries. So it means that no one will be left behind. So this program and developing this strong platform of Merck Foundation Alumni and diabetes expert will be across all countries. Just you need to apply for it through your Ministry of Health or your First Lady or Diabetes Society, and to have a good internet connection and the passion and the enthusiasm that you will succeed and you will go through the whole modules with great passion and dedication. And then voila, you will be one of the diabetes experts and you will help a lot of people. You know, I'm sure that you know these numbers more than me, but let me retaliate for reference. According to IDF, International Diabetes Federation, there is 47 million estimated in 19 million adults has diagnosed by diabetes in Africa, and this was estimated to increase by 47 million in 2045, and there is 45 million that are pre-diabetes, and they are estimated to increase 210 million by 2045. This is a huge number, huge numbers. There is also 60% of adults living with diabetes don't know that they have it, and 60% of the people die from diabetes are from Africa, while only 1% of the total fund spent on diabetes care only in Africa, 1% only, although you are having the huge percentage of diabetes patient. I can imagine also the people who did not yet even diagnosed and don't know that they have diabetes, and they just die from diabetes without knowing. So this is, we decided that a strong strategy to start with training doctors, and not only providing finance and all that, but doctors. So we are investing on training you so you can build the capacity by yourself and be able to help the diabetes patient in your country. So now I will finish here, and I will start to invite one by one for your intervention to tell us about how this training course impacts your career, the access to diabetes care in your community, in your country. And some of you will speak about the challenge of diabetes care in his country as total as well. So since I don't know who joined and who's not, I knew that Cameroon is already here, and Dr. Yvonne Hervey is here. Dr. Yvonne Hervey graduated from the Diabetes One-year Diabetes Diploma in English very successfully with a distinction, and he joined the master course of diabetes as well, and he actually also completed this and graduated from this. So I need to hear from Dr. Hervey. So every one of you who just joined, he will understand how this course will help his career, his mission and vision to improve the diabetes care in his country. Dr. Hervey, are you here? Great to see you.
Okay.
Dr. Hervey, congratulations for the graduation from the master course, first the diploma, then the master course. So we are very proud of you. You are our Merck Foundation alumni, and we are very proud that you are with us, and you can give us some of your experience and feedback about these two courses and how it helped you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Rasha. It's actually a pleasure in order to join this video conference today. I'm happy and fortunate to have been trained by the University of Southwest under the sponsorship of the Merck Foundation. I would say it's actually a program that has actually transformed my career as a medical doctor. I was admitted in 2017, and I completed with a distinction in the postgraduate diploma, and then I was given the opportunity by the Merck Foundation to continue with the masters, which I equally completed this year March with the distinction equally. So as far as the Merck Foundation, this postgraduate diploma is concerned, I must say the moment when I was chosen, I thought I was going to travel to the University of Southwest to undergo the program. I was never exposed to an online program before. So, but I actually asked myself, what am I going to do? What am I going to be studying in diabetes for a period of 1 year? So, but gradually when the course started, I discovered that it was a very interesting course. So, and I discovered that working at the same time and studying online was very, very difficult. So I needed self-discipline is what I needed in order to be able to complete the course. When I really mean self-discipline, because we know the problem of a shortage of doctors in Africa and all over. And considering you have to go to the hospital every day and consult maybe 30 patients, you come back, you are very tired, you are called for an emergency, and then you have to attend to the emergency. So I must say it's a course that requires a lot of self-discipline and very rewarding. Why am I saying it's very rewarding? Because us here in Cameroon, same as in other African countries, we have a shortage as far as diabetic experts, endocrinologists are concerned. There are very few. When I say there are very few, why is there few? We discover that most people, they go towards specialties that require procedure. For example, surgery, gynecology. And then at the end of the day, internal people think whosoever does internal medicine, I mean, you are a poor person, you will remain poor in your entire life. So as a result of that, we have a very shortage of diabetologists in Cameroon as well as endocrinologists. So I work especially in a rural community in the far north, Muslim community in the far north, in the northern region of Cameroon. We have 3 regions in Cameroon made up of Muslims. So I was posted there since 2017. And then I worked there in one of the communities in 2017 to 2019, where I started. While doing the course, I started creating my impact at the level of the community. When I say creating impact, that is, I was able to embrace diabetic patients, because once you are dealing with diabetic patients, they become, at the time, they become your clients, because you have to follow them every month or every week in order to see how they are progressing in terms of their diabetes. So as a result of that closeness, which I got to my diabetic patients, I was still at the level of the community. Everybody wanted me. Everyone wanted to see, Dr. Kwete, Dr. Herve, who is that person? So as a result of that, I got the opportunity to be nominated. And then about 2 years later, as a director of a district hospital, which I'm currently heading right now since last year, September. So I found that rewarding, because if it was not diabetes, I wouldn't have been where I am today, because having worked for just 2 years with the Ministry of Public Health and then appointed director of a district hospital,
excuse me, everyone can mute except Dr. Harvey. So because we lost Dr. Harvey this way. Dr. Harvey?
So being appointed early in my career as a director, it gave me the opportunity to continue my diabetes care, because when I arrived in the hospital where I'm currently heading, I discovered that the laboratory was completely empty. So I asked myself, how can I continue the care of diabetic patients without having a biochemistry machine in order to be able to test their renal function, to test, to do the glycated hemoglobin. So I equally invested in the laboratory here in my hospital in order to purchase a biochemistry machine, which we use in order to run investigation for diabetic patients, and then so that we can identify complications like, for example, kidney failure, and then refer them to specialists for further management. And then in addition to that, I've been able to create 1 day aside in order to receive diabetic patients in my hospital. I receive these patients every Wednesday. And then I've been equally have the opportunity to be invited by medical delegates in order to come and do a bit of lectures in diabetes when there are more seminars.
So you became the true expert, diabetes expert in Cameroon.
Yes. So I have been invited on several occasions in order to present during seminars, and then during trainings in my hospitals, we have been able to capacitate nurses, especially in the medical ward.
Very important.
Other wards, yes, to identify patients with risk factors, so that in case when a doctor is not even there, they are able to request at least a fasting blood glucose level for patients who are at risk of having diabetes when it comes, especially for patients who are above the age of 40 and 45 years old. So I would say this course, yes.
So too many patients benefit from your skill and your experience you gained from this course, as I understand.
Yes, we actually, I say diabetes is like when someone knows that he has diabetes, he knows he's gone. We are in the Muslim point. They prefer to have hypertension than having diabetes, because when it comes to life modification, especially in terms of what they have to eat, what they have to drink, and exercise is very challenging. So we have been trying to put in place different strategies in order to demystify, because when we were being taught online,
awareness is very important.
Yeah. So abroad we have what we call they have they have what carbohydrate counting. So when you can able to go to the shop and you have a food item that has a particular quantity of carbohydrate content. But here in Africa, I mean, we have meals, we have yams and whatsoever that you can't quantify. You can't quantify. So we are able to use what is available locally, and that has a very low glycemic content in order to be able to help patients to be able to live. But I would say it's really challenging. So patients don't want to have diabetes. They don't want to have it. So we have been doing a lot as far as prevention is concerned. And then those that already have diabetes, we have been trying to help them live with the diabetes and then prevent them from having
Dr. Herbie, this is really, thank you very much. I'm really glad and to hear your experience, and I'm sure that after even we finish this B.Sc, all our candidates who newly joined the diploma, they might be reaching to you for advice also, how to manage their course and how to manage their time, and you are a very valuable asset for us as well, Merck Foundation Alumni, and we are very happy to know that you are doing very well and helping a lot of patients. Nobody was helping before. So, Dr. Harvey, thank you very much. I now want to also mention something that I forgot to mention in the beginning, that we have, besides the one-year diploma, we started this year the one-year endocrinology diploma, which is also addressing diabetes, but addressing other endocrinology diseases, which is very important as well. We would like to share the experience of both diplomas with each others after you graduate, because you can give us an idea what is the importance of each one. I just want to thank everyone who attended, because this is very important as a point of joining and registration of the guidelines. And people who did not attend will have to be interviewed again to see if they are really interested in this course. They will be compliant with the course or not, and the scientific committee might decide to change them. So I am very happy that everyone has attended. I have from Ghana Dr. Felix Owosu. Dr. Felix, he joined the diabetes diploma in September 2020, so he is new candidate, new applicant, and I would like to hear from him with regards to the access of diabetes in Ghana, and also about his anticipation or anticipated impact that he's waiting from this course. Dr. Felix Owosu from Ghana, please, you can unmute. Hello, Dr. Felix. Great to see you.
Yeah, my name is Dr. Felix Owusu. Hello, Dr. Rajesh. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello.
We can hear you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Continue.
So my name is Dr. Felix Owusu. I joined the program. I joined the diabetes post-diploma program this year, 2020, last September. Okay. Yeah. So like Dr. Harvey said, I also enrolled and I didn't even know what to expect because I have not really had an online program before. But then the week 1, week 2 was very challenging because I didn't really know how to combine the academic work with the normal work schedules. As you know, in Ghana, our practice is quite difficult, more especially when you work at the rural area where I am. I'm somewhere in the Ashanti region. We see a lot of cases a day, and then medical doctors are very few. So sometimes you even have to work around the clock, like 24, 36 hours without getting enough rest. But then I still needed to come online and then submit my assignments. And of course, it has to be on point as the tutor wants it, especially with the referencing and everything. But then from week 3 going, I think it wasn't too bad because we found our way around it as to how to look for information. And I think the online library that has been given by Wales University is very, very helpful so far as looking for information is concerned. We are able to access the information online and then you key it in. One important thing
without interrupting you, Dr. Felix, you also have people to help you. We have a lot of graduates from Ghana.
Okay.
From before, Dr. Joel and other doctors you will be connected with. And you have now Dr. Harvey from Cameroon. You have also our
Cameroon.
Yes, but also you have from Ghana. There is a lot, like 6 or 7 graduates from this course before. So you can ask for their help and we will connect you with them. We also have our scientific and medical manager that he can also help you. I just want you to give enough time for this because this is an opportunity, a very expensive opportunity. Because as we know that the cost of this is around, for 1 year, is around 7,000 euro. So I don't think anyone just want to lose this opportunity. So and this is the price for us. So just give it time, and I'm sure after you graduate, a lot of people. Can you please put this on silence, on mute? Sausan, put it on mute, please. Thank you. Yes. So, Dr. Felix, do you have anything else you want to add? Why did you apply for this program? What challenge you wanted to address?
Yeah, like I said, I've been working since 2017, and I realized that most of the diabetes cases that we were seeing in my hospital, we had a knowledge deficit actually, more especially when it comes to latent autoimmune diabetes of adulthood. We realized that most of the time we're delaying in even picking up the diagnosis as to whether it was type 1, type 2. And it wasn't like it was a problem with one doctor alone. Most of my colleagues also had the same issue. But then just through week 1, when we had to go through the diagnosis and then actually identifying the risk factors and picking up who might have diabetes, I think it has been very helpful. And then I think just last week, I spoke to my head of hospital, and then they have agreed that they will help us get a glycated hemoglobin machine so that it will help us to actually identify and use it to follow up on our diabetic cases. And they have also given me the opportunity to form a small clique of diabetic support.
Why did you wanted this course? Because we have only 2 minutes for each candidate. Yeah.
Well, like I said, I wanted a broad knowledge about diabetes especially, and then how we can help those who have the diabetes, so that we give them hope and then let them know that it's not like an end game. When you are diagnosed with diabetes, it means that the next 2 or 3 years are going to die. But then for them to know that with support and then good management, they can have a good lifespan and then also live their lives. Yes, yes.
You know, Dr. Felix, you have from Ghana Dr.
Hello.
Mame and Dr. Dominique and Dr. Gloria. Both, the three of them has already graduated with distinctions from the one-year diploma. We will connect you with them. They are now students in the master course, the one-year master course.
Okay.
Graduated with distinction, and we give them the opportunity to do the master course. So after this, please, if someone of my team taking notes, please take these notes. We will connect Dr. Felix and the other candidates in the diabetes diploma with Dr. Mami, Dominique, and Gloria, so they can also advise them. Okay. Now I will you can mute now, Dr. Felix. And now I would like to go to Dr. Dominique Odoro Donfort. He is going to be enrolled in the master course after graduation with distinction from the one-year postgraduate diploma in diabetes. Now he is going to enroll in the master course. Dr. Dominique. Hello, Dr. Dominique. Well, it's nice to meet you again. We've seen Dr. Dominique several times before, and we are looking forward that you are going to join in March in the master course. So it's a good idea, Dr. Dominique, that now we have all the new candidates like Dr. Felix and other doctors, Brian and Colin and Albert, to share your experience about your studying for the master course, and now that continuation of the diploma, and then continuation to the master course.
Yeah. I was part of the Merck Alumni in 2016. So it's been quite a while.
Merck Foundation Alumni, of course, because you have been graduated with distinction from our diploma through Merck Foundation. So Dr. Dominique is our Merck Foundation alumni. Where are you from? Which part of Ghana, Dr. Dominique?
So I was practicing mostly in the central region of Ghana. Central region, yeah. So I was at the teaching hospital.
Very good.
Yeah. And I think the one thing that I realized was because I was in the internal medicine department, I realized that the management of diabetes, especially with our inpatients, was very, very poor, was so poor. And when I started the Merck program, it just really opened my eyes to, the treatment modalities that, were available, that were being used in the Western world, and how to adjust it to fit our clinical setting. Yeah. And one thing that I actually really pushed for was for the basal bolus regimen, in which we give long-term insulin with short-term insulin intermittently with patients feeding, and just educating people on how to do it, just because I learned it from the program, and educating people on how to do it and making people a bit more confident in handling insulin with patients went a really long way. And also because most of our patients who present to the hospital with diabetes never know that they have diabetes.
Yeah.
The first presentation is an acute presentation.
And yeah, complication. Yeah.
With some complication. And I realized that even most of the doctors were not doing the right thing. Like they were not doing what the standard was. So bringing,
they even sometimes misdiagnose diabetes and think it's something else. Yeah.
So just trying to bring what we learned from South Wales back to the Cape Coast Teaching Hospital did such a big, and we had this family medicine physician who was quite keen on diabetes. So we worked with him to draw protocols, to try and then, streamline. And then, and anytime we go to a different ward or something, we try to educate how to use the basal bolus regimen, how to use this, the different variable rates instead of the old sliding scale that we used to use. And then it's actually Meg that put my interest in diabetes and endocrinology. And because of that, I was part of the people who established the endocrine clinic in the Cape Coast Teaching Hospital. Luckily for us, we had one endocrinologist coming around, and we took it from there. So it doesn't have to be, doing groundbreaking research, but it's just the little.
You mean that the access to good and quality diabetes care was lacking where you were practicing, and maybe in many places around the rural areas and even in the center. By the way, there's a lot of people are misdiagnosed diabetes. The course itself, because now we have a new graduates with us. How did you find this course? And what is the tricks you have to advise them to take care of so they can succeed properly and go through it properly?
For anybody who thinks that the online course is, going to be easy, it's not easy. You need to invest a lot of time into it.
And effort, yes.
And for me, it had to be a routine. So because you're doing, you're working at the same time doing the course, you need to find 2 to 3 hours a day at the right time, and then try and then stick to that time. So if it's early in the morning that, you'd want to, stick to that time. If it's after work, 2-3 hours after work, after you lie down, stick to that time. It has to become part of your life so that you don't fall behind. Because I'm sure some of you would realize, as soon as some of the Twitter posts, some people are all over the post already, and then you feel that, you don't have anything to add. But there's so much information out there. But once you are able to, devise a certain routine for yourself, it's going to work for you. And you don't just be on your path. That's the best advice.
And we know that when we choose to be doctors, we know that we are going to spend all our life studying. So it's never finish. I wish you great success, Dr. Dominique, and waiting for you to join Marsh. And do you have now your clinic, a diabetes clinic, or?
So in Cape Coast Teaching Hospital, they did have a diabetes clinic that was running 3 times a week, and I realized that the prescription for patients was a bit narrow, and in terms of monitoring complications like eye complications and monitoring lipids and all that,
kidneys and all this,
and then kidneys and all that, it was quite lacking. So it's just because in Africa, when certain people are in certain positions, it's really hard to change the way they do things. So just trying to make them aware that you need to do this, you need to do this. In other countries in the Western world, they do this and this for our for their patients, and we should be able to do the same.
Change maker now at the moment.
Yeah. So just help.
Or still needing to push a little bit more?
Yeah, push a little bit harder.
Maybe during your master course, and then it will be very easy for you because you will be recognized by the medical council as a diabetologist specifically. That's why you have to join quickly. So I think after the master course, then there will be the formal diabetology.
Oh, okay. That's amazing.
I'm sure that this is what they told me in Ghana. Anyway, you need 2 years for specialty. So if you have these 2 years, you're finished. Thank you very, very much, Dr. Dominique.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yes, my name is Jeneba Diallo. It's not really a Ghanaian name, but I'm now living in Ghana because I'm married to a Ghanaian, and I've been here for almost 7 years now.
So where are you from originally?
I'm from Mali, a Francophone country.
Great. That's great.
Thank you for the opportunities. As my colleague said, I'm very grateful, and then to be sincere, these past 6 weeks, I really learned a lot.
Thank you.
I'm working I'm working in central regions. I think Dr. Odure may know APAM Hospital, which is a small Catholic hospital, and it's mostly a fishing community. So we also have a diabetes clinic that we run mostly once a week. But I've noticed that it's true, we lack the real knowledge to impact the life of our patients.
Yes.
So I understand that when I started this program, I don't know how to say it, but to be sincere, now when I was even coming for this video conference, I told my medical director that I have a video conference with Merck, and he said, "Oh, as long as I'm coming to learn and then come and teach them, because I've already started applying what I'm doing here."
Thank you.
So he was so happy. So I think my objective to apply for this program was really to get the knowledge and impact the life of people here. Despite that we have a diabetes clinic, we still lack the real knowledge, the standards. So as my colleague said, is mostly a routine that we were doing. So it was not really like we have a standards guidelines, because I think what we learned from our bosses before, that is what we are still continuing doing it. But this now has totally opened my eyes. I changed my mind. It's more open on really helping the patient to really get what is right for that, for him to be able
what
to
other
overcome.
people in the Europe and US get. They deserve the best.
Really, yes. They deserve the best. They deserve to. We need to interact with them to know that diabetes can be preventable. There are so many things that you can do to live a real good life. So I'm really grateful for this program, and I hope I will do my best to really achieve what I aim for, and then impact their life. So
you will join the
grateful.
master's degree afterwards as well, so it will be great.
I wish. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Genevieve. Thank you very, very much. So now we are going to Dr. Brian Mioto from Ghana also.
Yes, good morning.
Yes, good morning. You can take off the mask if you are alone so we can see you. Yes. Dr. Brian, you also joined in September the 1 year diploma of diabetes. This program, as we said, is in partnership with Her Excellency the First Lady of Ghana and the Diabetes Society of Ghana. Yes. So I hope you're enjoying till today the course.
Oh yes, I am. Sorry that I'm a little bit occupied. I'm actually at the clinic having clinic today. So sorry I'm a little bit occupied. But yes, so as you said, it's really an interesting program, which I'm very much glad to be in. I'm very much glad to be in because I was excited at the fact when I saw the opportunity.
I can't hear you very well, Dr. Brian. I think the connection is not very good. Are you?
Let me. Probably was it.
Yes.
Okay, I'm using my phone. Yeah, I'm using my phone because I'm not able to get my.
Maybe you can speak directly to the speaker of the phone. Yes. So, Dr. Brian, you're working where in Ghana?
Okay. So yes, as I said, I'm originally Cameroonian. I'm from Cameroon. I've been working now, for the past 2 years.
Great.
Yes, I've been working in Ghana for the past 2 years. So as I said earlier, it was an interesting program that I saw. So I decided to jump ready on the opportunity to broaden my knowledge on diabetes care, especially here in Africa. As you said, the burden on diabetes in our continent is very huge. So I just saw the opportunity to try and learn more so I can do a little bit to help the continent as a whole.
Are you in Accra or where are you, Dr.?
No, I mean at Sinfosu is a small town close to Cape Coast.
Fantastic. I really love when I hear small towns and away from the center, away from the capital.
Yes.
This is exactly the spirit of the program. Be across the rural areas and all the cities, so nobody is left behind, which is really important.
Yes.
So I hope that you do you have any challenges in the course at the moment? Do you enjoy it? Is there any problem?
Okay, I think the only challenge right now is trying to juggle working and then taking on the course. Because mostly
you will well, this is the only way to have a postgraduate study.
Oh yes, definitely. But I think it's a challenge I'm definitely willing to take on because per the reports that I get every week, at least I'm not doing bad. I'm able to
maybe at night. I always when I have to do anything and study, because I study till today and I keep studying. I never finish. Okay. So even now I'm CEO of Merck Foundation. I continue studying all the things I like to learn because this is my passion. At night, after 9, after dinner, I start put the radio beside me, like some music, and 3 hours at night, 9, 10, 11, 12, I go to bed. So I think this is the only time you can, for me, works. Some people like very early in the morning, but my early morning, when I wake up in the morning, I do the social media, because social media is very important for our community awareness. So I do that in the morning as well, between 6 and 9:30. So either between 6 and 9:30 or at night, I think you can find time.
At night.
Yes, or 1 hour and a half, 1 hour and a half in the morning, 1 hour and a half in the night. But I think you need only 3 hours per day.
Yes. So that's what I try doing, like either very early in the morning, so after work, and I'd say maybe from about 8 p.m. thereabout, then I get on the platform and then try and follow up the discussions and then contribute as little as.
Great. And you can always, as we said, you have Dr. Dominique, Dr. Mami, and Gloria. They can also, and Dr. Joel, but he is in the cardiovascular course, but he's also very, very good. They can help you to tell you how to do, what to do. They went through all these modules. They can give you some tips.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very, very much, and enjoy your. Thank you. I think I'm not sure if we have more people from Ghana, more doctors from Ghana. Dr. Colin is here. Dr. Colin Okpoti. Dr. Brian, you can mute now. You mute your, yes. Thank you very much, Dr. Brian. Dr. Colin Okpoti.
Hello.
Hello, Dr. Colin.
Hi.
How are you? We can see you video. Great. Dr. Colin, first, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
Are you in the mask because there's someone with you in the room?
Okay, let me.
We know that now we are in a corona mood. Yeah.
just a moment.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, we can.
I think you can see my face now.
Yes. Dr. Colin, are you from Ghana originally?
Yes, please.
Okay, great. So, where are you from Ghana? Which part of Ghana?
Accra, the Greater Accra region.
Great Accra region. Okay, great. So, Dr. Colin, you joined in September the Diabetes 1-year postgraduate Diabetes Diploma.
That's right.
What is the reason that you applied for this course? What do you think you are going to achieve after graduation? And what do you think about the course till today?
Okay, thank you very much. I was very glad when I saw the information for application. I saw it as an opportunity to develop my knowledge and then skills in management of diabetes. I've worked both in the rural areas and then in the city, in Accra. And I realized that in the rural areas, we are limited in how much we can do for clients with diabetics, including the management itself and then those who develop complications. So I thought it's going to bridge that gap. But in the rural areas, mainly we do the random sugar or the fasting sugar, and then whether it's high or low, we manage accordingly. We don't go further, to do other things like the oral glucose tolerance test. One, because of logistics, and secondly, because of cost. Others like the hemoglobin A1C, even when we request, we may not be able to do it.
Which is very important, because this is really important.
Yes. So I felt like getting more information, more knowledge, and then skill in this, I'll be able to be a strong advocate for the hospitals, no matter how small, to be able to carry out these basic, investigations, and then also coordinate. As a family physician, I'll be in a better position to coordinate the care of my clients with diabetics, need further management with other specialists like endocrinologists, those who develop complications, the wound ulcers. I will coordinate with the surgeons, the orthopedic surgeons, and then even the physiotherapists, those who develop long-term or permanent deformities. I will be able to liaise better with all these other specialties so that we give the best care to our clients.
That diabetes specifically, if it's managed properly, it can really contribute to the social and the economic development of the country, because it's a huge burden in economy. a patient with diabetes should not have any problem, should be managed properly like a condition, like a flu. It's not, it doesn't have to be a disease and decapitating and lose your power to produce or to contribute to society. So I think our role, all of us now as will be graduates from this diploma, either endocrinology or diabetes, this is a great contribution to social and economic development and of Africa. Because if you see now, you know how many we are at the moment? We are 74. You know how many across, this is English speaking country, across the whole Africa, we are training on diabetes. It's around, and diabetes and hypertension both, it's around 400 patients. Wow. In 35 countries in Africa, most of them, and 6 countries in Asia. So it's a huge number of specialized doctors that are going to be contributing to the healthcare landscape and to the economy and the social society of Africa. Before us, nobody was there, and we are not talking about 1 day or 2 days training. It's not. This is a really
the whole year.
Clear specialty. You're going to be a specialized. You will be diabetes expert, and then after you finish the 1-year master degree, if you graduate with distinction, you will be specialized diabetology. There is no diabetologists in Africa. I don't, and there's very few. So I think this is going to be a huge contribution. So Dr. Colin, I'm so happy to hear from you. Please go ahead with your study in the diploma, and then hopefully in the master, you are going to do great things, and all of you will be an army. Yani after the graduation, with our old alumni and you yourself, not only in diabetes, by the way, we have also cardiovascular, as I said, we have this endocrinology, we have the respiratory medicine, we have acute medicine for ICU, and we have reproductive and sexual medicine. All of you going to be a big platform under Merck Foundation Alumni, and it will transform Ghana and Africa and the world. So thank you very much, Dr. Colin. Thank you.
Thank you too for the opportunity. I'm most
thank you very, very much. I think also we have Dr. Akosua Asare, because it's a long name, I cannot pronounce it properly, but I think Akosua Infodwa Obuko Asare.
Yeah, hi.
Yes, hi. Did I do well or?
Yeah, it was great. It was great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Akosua. So you also joined in September 20, the Diabetes Online Diploma, and Her Excellency, the First Lady of Ghana and the Diabetes Society of Ghana. So please tell us about where are you in Ghana and what do you expect to achieve from this course?
Yeah, so thank you for the question. Yeah, so I'm actually at the
video. Dr. Akosua, you muted the video. Please put the video.
Can you see me? It's on. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so I'm actually working at the Korle Bu Polyclinic, and it's the largest tertiary hospital in Ghana. So I'm actually in the polyclinic of the largest tertiary hospital in Ghana.
Where, in Accra, or where exactly?
In Accra, yes. Yes, please.
So please tell us what is the challenges you are expecting to resolve after this course and...
Yes, so we have a lot of patients coming in to our polyclinic with diabetes, and luckily for us, I actually have one of my mentors. She's done with the diabetes program through the Merck Foundation, and she introduced me to the course and told me that it was a good idea for me to do it. And
who's she?
Yeah, sorry.
The name of the doctor?
Yeah. Dr. Roberta Lamte. She's actually my consultant. Yeah. Okay. So she told me about it. I got excited about it because I really like to know the right way of doing things.
Very
so
good.
yeah, so when she told me about it, I got interested and I applied, and so far it's been great. I've learned so much that I didn't know before, and it's even helping me in terms of patient care. I have patients that I'm seeing, and I think I'm managing them better now than I used to do before. Yeah, so thank you so
I am
much
so happy. And still you are in the beginning. Imagine how much information and things you are experience you are going to gain at the end. So it will be always increasing. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Akoswa. Thank you very much. So I am not sure who else in the Ghana. Dr. Diana Kansah from Ghana.
Yeah, hello. Please, can you hear me
Hello,
now?
Diana. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Yourself? Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Dr. Diana, thank you
I'll
very
send
much
it to you.
for having the time. I know that maybe some technical, but now you know how to. We are going to meet most of the time now online. We have to
Yeah.
be expert now. Yeah.
Give it to you.
So,
No,
Dr.
there.
Diana,
Yeah, hello. Yeah, sorry for the
can you tell us
interruption.
now where are you from in Ghana? Which part of Ghana?
Okay, so I am now currently in the military hospital.
Okay.
I'm a family physician specialist, and I am in charge of the diabetes clinic. I've been in charge for about 2 years now. So, okay.
So you are practicing already, yes, yes.
Exactly. My mentor is also Dr. Roberta Lamte, one of your tutors, and she trained me to be able to take care of diabetes in the tertiary setting. So then, if I were that trained, I actually need more, how will I say, more evidence-based training, and then more certificates or something to back it, so that I'll be able to handle patients properly. So we heard about the Merck, and I went for last year's Blue Point project, and I applied for this program, and luckily I started the PG Dip. My aim was to be able to setting up here has been excellent. I have a lot of patients, counting over 1,000 in the past 2 years. And so we have a lot of outlets as a military establishment. We have military reception stations across the 10 regions in Ghana now. No, it hasn't reached the 16, but at least 10 regions in Ghana. So we want to set up satellite clinics for diabetes care. And that is one of my projects that I need to be able to achieve during this period. So I think that is the motivation for my joining this program.
This is great, Dr. Diana. Thank you very much. This is really amazing. But also, I want to ask you, Dr. Diana, you are now almost a month in the course. Do you see that you learn new things because you were practicing already diabetes for 2 years? Do you think there is any information added?
Yes, I have learned a lot in the past 6 weeks.
Wow.
If I haven't learned anything, then time management is one of the things that I have learned. It's been a battle, an unending battle. I spent 3 hours on the question, and I'm like, wow, how will I make this? Yeah. So time management has been good. Adding this to work, trying to do your submissions on time, do your hospital work, run your clinics, emergency has been a big challenge. But first 3 weeks was bad. 4th week was okay. 5th week it started climbing. So I was wondering, how will the 6th week be? Because I said it will go down and down. And I made sure I wrote it in my reflective journal that everywhere it goes up, and then it will come down. But this time it went up, down, and it's gone up again. So 6 weeks is not that bad. So hopefully, yeah, I think I have achieved a lot in this year LADA, type 1 diagnosis, screening, epidemiology. It's been an awesome journey in the 6 weeks. And I know I'm going to miss Friday. I'm going to miss my teacher's submissions in the morning. So, yeah, thank you. That's about it.
Thank you very much, Dr. Diana, for joining us. And we are very happy to see you. And I'm sure that we are going to congratulate you very soon with the graduation.
Amen. Yes,
thank you. Amen. Thank you, Hamid. Thank you, Dr. Diana. So now we have also Dr. Emmanuel. I think he is the candidate of the 1-year diploma in endocrinology. Dr. Emmanuel Owusu from Ghana. Well,
hello.
Yes. Hello, Dr. Emmanuel. How are you? Great to see you. Thank you.
Good. Thank you very much for.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Dr. Emmanuel.
Yes, I'm Emmanuel, and I work at the Tamale Teaching Hospital.
Yes. Where is it?
I work in Tamale Teaching Hospital in the northern part of Ghana.
North. Okay, great. North. So, Dr. Manuel, of course, you've been proposed, your name being proposed by the First Lady of Ghana and the Society of Endocrinology of Ghana. So, I hope that
Yes.
you're enjoying the course till now and you are full of enthusiasm to succeed with the distinction, continue with the master, and be the one of the first endocrinology in your area.
Exactly. That has been the ambition, and I must say that so far so good. I'm actually enjoying the program, even though it's very tedious, combining it with your clinical work. But we still try our best to try and then meet up with deadlines, and then also go to work and then do what we are expected to do. And then the expectation is that by the time the program is done, we'll be able to make the required mark and then move on to do the masters, so that we'll be able to make the change that we need. In the course of our training in Ghana, one thing that I have realized is that endocrinology has been a very difficult area for most students who go through the Ghanaian system of medical training. And for that matter, when we come out, dealing with endocrine-related issues is usually a challenge. This program is actually serving as a very good platform for us to overcome that fear and then be a master of endocrine conditions. I have interest in surgery, and then you can't do surgery without having a good understanding of endocrinology. That is why I decided to opt for the endocrinology, so that at least going forward in my surgical career and then in helping the people I come into contact with, I would be able to deal with most of the endocrine conditions that usually come into our facility. As I speak with you, my hospital currently does not have anybody who has had any formal training in endocrine related areas.
Very few across the world anyway.
Yes. So that really makes dealing with such patients quite difficult, because we just have to rely on the general knowledge that we had from medical schools and some other areas. So this course, I must say, is a very good course. And then I expect that by the time the program is brought to an end, whatever fear that I've had in endocrinology would be demystified. And then most especially, our patient will be the greatest beneficiary of this program that we are having.
Thank you, Dr. Thong. Thank you very, very, very much, Emmanuel. And Dr. Emmanuel, I just want to ask you also, you know, the endocrinology is very complicated. It's not easy. And so a lot of hormones, a lot of reaction, interaction, not like a straightforward or ABC thing. So it also goes to many specialties. It goes to infertility. It goes to diabetes. It can be for growth hormone. It can be for many other things that in our daily life, thyroid, all these things. And there is a lot of patients that can be managed easily with a small intervention. They don't know, and they turn, like thyroid, for example. thyroid for women. It's really a horrible thing that people can die from thyroid while it's a very small tablet can help them. So I hope that you be able to add value to your community, to your patients, and with your knowledge that you can save a lot of lives. Save a lot of lives in endocrinology, including diabetes and other diseases. Dr. Emmanuel, thank you very, very much.
Exactly.
Also, I think
thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you. I want to assure you also that when you go progress in your course, I think in the last months of the course, you will be able to integrate your clinic work with the course, because they will ask you about cases and other things. So it will actually be very interesting and exciting at the end. So I hope that also you can ask our colleagues, which I mentioned before, about their experience, and ask them when you can be able to move on with your clinic work and integrate this into your studies. Thank you very, very much, Dr. Emmanuel.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
So next I will have Dr. Ansong George. He is from Ghana also, and in the 1-year diploma of endocrinology. Dr. Ansong George?
Yes. Good morning.
Hi, Dr. Ansong. How are you? Good morning.
Yeah, fine, thank you. Fine, thank you.
Good morning, but it's afternoon. Yes. Okay.
Oh, all right. Okay, it's morning here.
We're studying late.
All right. Okay.
So, Dr. Ansong,
yes.
Also, you are working in which part of Ghana?
All right. So I equally work in Tamale, just as Dr. Bim made mention. Yes, at the northern parts of the country, Ghana.
Great.
I'm actually at the regional hospital, the Tamale Central Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I need to take this opportunity to thank Dr. Rasha and then the Merck Foundation members as well for this rare opportunity to study the postgraduate diploma in endocrinology.
Thank you.
A surgical specialist that's really is interested in endocrine surgery. And in our practice, especially in Ghana, we have very few endocrinologists. I think even in 2017, a document that was published by one of the endocrinologists in the country realized that there were only 5 certified endocrinologists in the whole of Ghana. And so because of that, especially at the northern aspects, we hardly have any endocrinologists available, just as Dr. Bim has made mention of. And so having to deal with, coitus with hyperthyroidism, pheochromocytomas and polycystic ovarian syndromes. It's difficult without getting an adequate management of the medical aspect first before the surgical condition. So I actually saw the need to add an additional knowledge, and that's in the endocrinology and management of these conditions prior to the surgical intervention. And that's why when I saw the opportunity, I actually enrolled, and thanks be to God, I was able to get access to do the postgraduate diploma in endocrinology.
Thank you very, very, very much, Dr. Ansong, and I wish you great success. I'm so happy that you are going to be, you and Dr. Abim, the first endocrinologist in your region, and one of the few available in Ghana and in Africa. This will add a lot of value to people's quality of life and save lives. Thank you very, very, very much, Doctor.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much as well.
Thank you. So now I have Dr. Anastasia Borsurova, Anastasia Borsurova, from Ghana. She's also in the 1-year postgraduate diploma of endocrinology from South Wales. Dr. Anastasia.
Yes, hello.
Hello, hi. I knew that the name is Eastern European. So I knew that, So
originally, I'm from Russia, but I'm in Ghana for the past almost 9 years.
Oh, great to see you.
Yeah, Ghana. is an Upper West region. It's actually close to Northern region, the previous two doctors were talking from.
Yeah.
Initially, yeah. So it's an upper west part of Ghana. So actually, initially, I was working in some district hospitals, but currently I'm in regional hospital.
Okay.
In the capital city called Wa. It's the capital of Upper West region. So to the best of my knowledge, we don't have endocrinology specialists. We don't have established endocrinology clinic as well.
Okay.
So I'm not sure for the northern part, I mean to Tamale, yeah, but for the Upper West, we don't have established endocrinology clinic. So yeah, that's a great opportunity. When I heard about it, I applied. I mean, immediately.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Lucky me, I got it. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you, Anastasia. I'm sure that you are going to help a lot of patients, and we will see you when we come to Ghana for sure. And we will. I hope that I hear about your experience after graduation. But also, it's good that we are now meeting all of us, each other, so we can cooperate together. Because as I know that when you study together, it can be even easier. You can share the load and all this. So you have Dr. Emmanuel, Dr. Ansong, and now you are in the same course of endocrinology. You might connect together and help each other because you are in the same course. It would be great study group.
Yes. And I think that's how it starts, so that we can spread the knowledge all over the other regions.
Exactly. Thank you very much, Dr. Anastasia.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, let us go to Mame, Dr. Mame Biden. This name is very popular now, Biden. Hello, Dr. Mame.
Hello, Dr. Rasha.
I miss you.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, as we said, she is a Merck Foundation Alumni. She graduated from the one-year diploma in diabetes management with distinction. And it was really a successful graduation. And now she joined she will join in March the master course of diabetes management. Congratulations.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rasha.
So it's good that you are now meeting all the new candidates and the same system of education anyway, whether endocrinology. Dr. Francis will come back to you later, just mute now, okay? So Dr. Mame, it's the same education system. You can advise the team if you have any advice or tips, and they tell us about what did you achieve and the impact you had after graduation from the one-year diploma in your work.
Okay, so thank you once again to Merck Foundation for the opportunity. The reason why I applied was, yes, to broaden my knowledge in the management of diabetes. And then also, so I currently work in a mental health facility. I work at Pantime Hospital, which is a psychiatric hospital. We also run general medical services, but then I also attend more to patients with mental health conditions. And unfortunately, some of the medications that we give for management of psychiatric conditions have the side effects of inducing the metabolic syndrome or predisposing to diabetes, which was a bother for me because I felt uneasy that in trying to help someone, we're rather predisposing them to other conditions as well, especially with diabetes, with the burden being so high. And so I was interested in identifying patients who were at risk, which was something that was not being done. And then also to be able to do better advocacy for them. So unfortunately, there is still the stigma with mental health. And most of these patients, if it wasn't for the mental health condition, wouldn't step into a hospital. So if they are not identified, they are just walking about, they either get into a diabetic emergency or they just succumb to the illness. So one of the reasons was to be able to screen patients and then also to be able to treat them effectively and then refer. Most patients wouldn't go when they are referred because of the stigma. Once people know that they're either coming from the mental health facility or they have a mental health condition, they don't get adequate treatment. So to be able to treat them in our own facility was something that I was passionate about. And that's something that I've started doing. So for all the patients now, I screen them mandatorily. And most of them are grateful. There was a woman I identified who had a diabetic emergency. And since then, every time she comes to the hospital, she's looking out for me, because but for that, she would probably have died from diabetes. So it's something that I've introduced. And it's not easy, but then we are working on it. In terms of tips,
to die from diabetes is not acceptable. And people should not die from diabetes. It's not a disease that can kill if it's managed and diagnosed early. So I'm so happy that you are saving lives in where you work.
Thank you, and thank you for the opportunity. For the tips, I'll say time management. I mean, that's the first thing that you learn within the first week. The good thing about the diploma is you're doing it in addition to all your other life activities, but that also makes it a challenge because you don't have time set aside. You're going to work, you're taking care of your family. So like you mentioned earlier, if it's about waking up at dawn, I used to wake up at dawn. At least I'll work on the question and then I'll look at the question for the day. So throughout the day, I'm thinking about the question that the tutor has put out there. Usually after work, I'm not able to get to it because of family activities, but at night I work on it before I go to sleep. So I was doing late nights and early mornings, but I finally did.
What I said, late night and early morning, 1 hour here, 1 hour here, or 2 hours here, 2 hours here would be great. But then you feel, can you tell me also at the end of the course, like the second half of the course, is it integrated with your clinical work? Do they ask you about cases and stuff? You can help, or it is not yet?
Okay, so I think that was introduced after my year, but then throughout, our tutor kept asking for practical examples. So because I'm still seeing patients, any patient can have diabetes. So I'm still seeing regular patients. So it was integrated. So I was able to integrate the regular patients I see, activities, the approaches to management of diabetes, non-pharmacological and everything. It was integrated and it was something that I was applying on a day-to-day basis. I didn't even have to wait till the end of the course, right? I mean, every day I was learning something new and I was applying it. And I think my patients are better for it, yes.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Mami, and I wish you a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, Dr. Francis Junior. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Hello, Dr. Francis. You can put the video on.
Hello.
Hi.
My name is. My name is Dr. Francis Eshan Jr. I am in Ho, in the Volta region of Ghana.
Where is it?
In the Volta region of Ghana.
Yes.
Yeah. And I am a first-year resident in surgery.
Yes. And you are now in the diploma of the endocrinology.
Yes. I'm now in the program for full graduate diploma in endocrinology. And I'm very grateful to Merck Foundation and to you as well for giving me the opportunity to be part of this program. I would say that the program is quite enlightening, and the amount of knowledge, I mean, just after the first module, is enormous. I can see there are a lot of things that we didn't know that now they are coming up as the program goes on, and I am so happy about it. The most interesting thing is when you go to the ward and then suddenly things that were not very apparent to you become so clear. You see patients that are presenting with some complaints that some patients in the past have come with before, but you really manage them for something else. And then now the understanding is there. And so it makes diagnosis and managing patients so easy and simple. And what I am actually hoping for is that a lot of people will get the chance to do this program so that they can get the kind of insight that is coming up.
We are
help our
trying.
patients.
We are trying to allocate the places and also find the people who's passionate and they can time manage and they can have the passion and the energy to do it. This definitely, because it's a very important opportunity and we don't want just to give it to people who's not interested.
Yeah, it's a very nice program. When I go online to go and read and I see the kind of contribution that people bring, I see that there's so many things out there that we are missing out on, and
I am so happy that you have this passion about having the information and gaining it. Yeah, this is really great, Dr. Francis. I'm so happy. Are you now in the clinic? Or
I was at the clinic and then I heard my name, so I had to come out and.
It's great. So take care of yourself, and we hope to see you soon when we come to Ghana as well. Thank you, Dr. Francis. And now you have the team, as I told you, Dr. Asong and Ansong and Dr. Abim and Emmanuel Abim, anesthesia, and yourself. You are all in the same course, so you can join together and have a study group. And share information together. Yeah.
I'll keep in touch. I'll keep in touch with them.
Encourage each other. If someone missing his course, you can tell them you missed. Just have to do it now and so on. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Francis. Thank you. Bye bye. See you.
Bye.
So now we have Dr. Gloria Ani Asamoah. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing it very good. Dr. Gloria is a Merck Foundation Alumni. She is also graduate from the Diabetes Diploma, 1-year Diploma with distinction, and now she joined the Master course in Diabetes, so she can have 2 years specialty in Diabetes management. Dr. Gloria, how are you? Miss you.
Fine, thank you. Fine, thank you. And you? I'm very good. And you?
I'm fine. Thank you very much, Dr. Gloria. So, Dr. Gloria, now it's a good opportunity that you are here to share the real impact of this 1-year diploma with your colleagues and the other alumni. And tell me about you joined already the master course. How is it going until now?
Okay, so well, thank you very much for the opportunity to speak at this meeting. I think that the 1-year diploma program was really, really educative and really insightful. It gave me so many new aspects of diabetes knowledge that I didn't know, and most especially it helped me to appreciate the preventive aspects of the disease and not just provision of therapy for people who already had diabetes. So I think it has made my appreciation for preventive aspects of diabetes care much more than I used to. I also think that it's also broadened my knowledge. Of course, you have so many experiences from people from other places, so they get to share their management protocols with you, and then you can also learn from them, and then your patients benefit from it. Currently, I've started with the master's program, and well, it's going so well. I'm grateful to be doing this master's, and I think that it's also going to enhance my knowledge in research, and probably I can partake in more research amongst our people as far as diabetes is concerned, which will definitely also help us in management of our own patients, since you have most research work being done in European countries, and yet we get to use that information for our people. But with this master's program, I will probably be able to engage in research in our own local community and also benefit our people.
And also you can be registered as specialized or specialist in the medical council. Is it correct? After you
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please.
So this is going to be a very good thing to increase your level and the medical community, and have a real specialty, which is good for your career as well.
Yes, definitely. That's going to be very great, and I'm looking forward to finishing and impacting.
I'm looking forward to finish and to hear your success stories and what you have done after the master. Thank you very much.
Definitely. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you.
So now we have Dr. Victoria Bafo. She also a 1-year postgraduate diploma in endocrinology from Ghana. Dr. Victoria, are you here? I see you joined now. So we have 5 doctors joined the endocrinology, 5 doctors joined 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 doctors joined the diabetes diploma and 3 doctors in the master course. So it's a total almost 15 doctors in total from Ghana, which is a huge, yes, 15 or 14 doctors from Ghana, which is a huge number that can really contribute to improve the access to equitable and quality healthcare solution. I hope all of you actually graduate and enjoy and benefit from this course. Okay, we will go to now to Dr. Sam from Kenya. We go to Kenya and Dr. Sam, yes, Dr. Samuel Moshero, Dr. Sam, which we are calling him Dr. Sam, but he is Dr. Samuel Moshero from Kenya, and he is 2 things. He is a graduate with distinction from the 1-year diabetes diploma postgraduate. He is doctor from Kenya. He's already established his clinic, diabetes clinic, now joined and completed the master course of diabetes as well, and he is the mentoring the all the people who we have since I appointed him as a vice president of the Merck Foundation Alumni. So he is taking care of all the diabetes alumni who is joining the diploma, guides them, sometimes helps them if they have any problem or opportunity. So, so Dr. Sam, are you here? Thank you for joining, Dr. Sam. And Dr. Sam, you are from the first alumni of Merck Foundation and graduated from the 1-year diabetes diploma with distinction. And now you also joined the master course and you finished it. Now you have your diabetes clinic in where, Mombasa? And you're working there. So everyone also watch maybe your video of testimony, but we'd like to hear from you as well. How do you see this course transform the diabetes care in your area and in your career, and what do you advise them?
Okay, so first of all, I want to thank you for this opportunity. I'm sorry I'm in the clinic, and so I'm sort of in and out. So I'm sorry for that delay. So it's true that I finished my diploma in 2017, and then I finished my master's in 2019, and it has opened a lot of doors for me. The diploma as well as the master's. Number one, I'm able to do diabetes care at a comfortable level, and there are many patients who have benefited from my expertise when it comes to matters to do with diabetes. At my place of work, we've been able to establish a diabetes clinic that was previously not there in Mombasa. Where we were seeing patients, at least patients was being seen haphazardly, but we were able to harmonize the diabetes care there. So it has been, I've been involved in, the Kenya Diabetes Study Group, where, there are a number of conferences and research papers that we are doing. We've been involved in diabetes training for nurses and for clinical officers, and also for fellow medical officers. So it's actually opened a lot of doors for me, and so for all the the people who've joined the diploma this year, I can assure you that you're in the right path. And as our colleagues from Cameroon and Ghana have said, I think you can see that it's actually worth the time as well as the effort.
Dr. Sam, one question: did you, after you finished these 2 years of specialty training, Did this make any change in your medical council? Because you were talking about how to apply for the specialist.
Yeah, so we once I was done with my postgraduate, so I'm a family physician by training, and so that is the first thing that you have to sort out with the medical council to become a consultant family physician. But then also after the masters, they also require that you work under diabetologist or an endocrinologist for 2 years or so, and so we are in the process of doing that. And I should be getting my certification, early next year, because it's been 2 years now.
So after you get the master, you have 2 years practice, and then you get the certification. It's really
exactly.
Good. We can advise also. I know that the system is different from country to country, but might be very similarities. But you can also advise the other colleagues from Kenya to how it's done. Dr. Sam, regarding, now we talked about the career and the training and how to train the trainer and how to reflect and build capacity of your colleagues and nurses and other peers. What about the patients? How do you see this training affect the patient's quality of life and other things?
So I mean, it's number one, you have to empower doctors, and you have to empower doctors through knowledge, and doctors have to be comfortable treating a certain condition, for them to make a difference for those patients. And as many of the colleagues that have spoken before have said, that before this diploma, you only know so much, but after the diploma, you are sort of opened up, and you gain so much knowledge. And this knowledge is actually translated into, benefit for the patient. And so what I've seen in my career and for the patient is that the patient really benefits a lot from my knowledge and, the expertise that I have. There are many, many colleagues who, refer to me and ask me questions and so forth. And so eventually the patient is actually the winner. The patient is the one who actually, benefits from this.
Yes, great. Thank you very much, Dr. Sam. I hope that you still in contact with all our other alumni and encourage them, because we want to have a great platform of experts, because you are going to be the future.
Right.
Of healthcare and leadership in healthcare, and one of you one day will be the ministers in their countries, ministers of health in their countries. This is for sure. I can assure you this. So now it's time, to have your own platform and own societies and these things. Thank you very, very much, Dr. Sam.
Okay, most welcome. Thank you.
Take care. Great. Thank you, Dr. Nadia, very, very much for joining us. Dr. Nadia from Kenya, and she's also candidate for a 1-year diploma in diabetes. This has been recommended by the Diabetes Society of Kenya. So, Dr. Nadia, can you tell us a little bit about where are you from in Kenya, the location, and what the situation, and how do you think about the course impact in the future? It's Dr. Nadia. Go ahead.
Away from Mombasa, about a 2-hour drive from Mombasa. So it serves, and I'm based in a community hospital where just maybe 6 months ago, we did not have a diabetic clinic. So as in the hospital, we have 800 patients that come from different parts of the coastal part of Kenya, mainly rural areas. So I'm joining 6 weeks. It made, it has opened my mindset towards the care, because initially it was so overwhelming. It felt like, how are we going to manage these numbers? How are we going to do it? But at least here I'm finding like there's a hand helping forward on how to break it down, how to help these patients. It's not impossible, it can be done.
Oh, great, Dr. Nadia.
It's too early to actually conclude 6 weeks.
This is amazing, and this is 6 weeks only, and imagine what will happen afterwards. So I will keep in touch with you, but I know now that the connection is so bad, but I'm so happy that we've seen you, and we've seen your passion about the course, and that you already benefited from it. So we might see you in person when we come for, of course, in Kenya and in another platforms when we do the next video conference. Dr. Nadia, thank you very much. Dr. Khadija Mohammed, also from Kenya. Dr. Khadija Mohammed also, she is applicant or registered in the 1-year diploma of diabetes. Dr. Khadija Mohammed.
Hello.
Hello, Dr. Khadija, how are you?
Fine, fine. Thank you for the opportunity of inviting me to this platform and for joining the course, of course. I'm really appreciative of that.
How is the course with you till now?
The course is going on well.
Very good.
With the 6 weeks that we have started, I have already started to pick snippets that I've realized I've already started to incorporate in my patient care. I work both in an outpatient setup and I'm also a critical care doctor. So I'm able to apply the knowledge on both sides of my work. So it's going on very well, and I'm really appreciative of what the course is taking me through.
I'm so happy to hear this, Dr. Khadija. Where are you from in Kenya? Which part?
I'm coming from the capital, that's Nairobi.
You're working now in Nairobi?
Yes, I'm working in Nairobi.
Very good, very good.
But I originally come from the coastal region.
Coastal region. Thank you very much, Dr. Khadija, and I hope that you enjoy and benefit from the course more and more. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Dr. Irene, Hannah. Dr. Irene, Hannah? Yes, I can hear you now also. Dr. Irene, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine.
How are you? So, Dr. Irene, also you joined the diploma, 1-year diploma in diabetes.
Yes.
In September. How is it going?
Okay, of course, it was very tough in the beginning trying to combine work and the online course. And I think this was the first time for me to do an online course, but I was very happy and excited because I've been wanting to do this course for the past 3 years. So when I heard about the Merck scholarship, it was very exciting for me. I work in a place which is around 30 minutes out of Nairobi, and there's a very high in a place which is 30 minutes out of Nairobi. It's a semi-rural setting, and it's a public hospital.
Very good.
A lot of patients who come there with diabetes, yes.
So you have a good number of diabetes patients.
Yes, quite a very good number of diabetes.
So I think this will be very beneficial to them when you graduate. Thank you very much, Dr. Irene. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The poor connection a little bit, it's limiting us to speak freely. I hope this is going to be changed soon. Dr. Anne Wairagu, the 1-year diploma in endocrinology. Dr. Anne or Anne? Dr. Anne.
Hi, everyone. Yes, I'm here.
Great, great.
Yeah.
Dr. Anne, you are in the 1-year diploma in endocrinology. So,
yes, I am.
Yes. Are you in Nairobi or outside Nairobi?
Outside Nairobi, but not very far, like 50 kilometers.
Very good.
Yes, I'm a consultant physician.
Great.
The place I work is in the central part of Kenya.
Yes.
And I'm doing the 1-year diploma course in endocrinology.
How is it until now?
It's so exciting. I'm so grateful for the Merck Foundation and
Great. I'm so happy that you're excited.
For this opportunity. I've been working as a physician for some time, and I've been wishing to join this this course. And when the opportunity came, I was so excited. And this is our 6th week, and I can say I've covered so much in the short period of time. And I'm looking forward for the last of the modules. Thank you.
Thank you very, very, very much, Dr. Anne. I'm really happy with the hunger for knowledge, and this is really amazing. And the passion about your work, it's really great. Thank you very, very much, Dr. Anne. Wish to see you soon and celebrate your graduation very soon. So I think we can unmute Dr. Anne, and then we can move to Dr. Carol Mithi. Also, it's 1-year diploma. Dr. Carol Mithi. She's also in the 1-year endocrinology diploma.
So hello, my name is Dr. Caroline Mithi. Hey.
How are you?
Good, thank you. Yeah, I'm a consultant physician working in the capital city of Kenya, that's in Nairobi.
Very good.
And I'm very grateful for the opportunity to do the endocrinology course. Thanks to Mark for the scholarship. Really appreciate it. So I, as a physician, work in a diabetic and endocrinology center, but having been there for the last 1 year, made me aware of the gaps of the endocrinology that I have.
Yeah.
And so being sponsored to do this course really came in handy, and I can see that it will really transform my patient care, especially in the endocrinology aspect. I find that in Kenya, we have more of the diabetologists than endocrinologists, and I am very grateful to be among the few endocrinologists to do this course and to even complete. So thank you. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Dr. Anne. Dr. Anne, how many endocrinologists in Kenya?
So this is Caroline.
Sorry, Dr. Caroline,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Dr. Caroline, sorry.
No,
Dr. Caroline,
worries.
how many patients, how many endocrinologists in Kenya?
So we are less than 10, or they are less than 10. I don't have the actual number.
That's in Kenya.
And, yes. And most of them are localized around the capital center. That's in Nairobi.
Yes,
so actually my impact in the community is, once we finish this course, I'd actually like to go outside to the rest of Kenya and see and make an impact there. So yeah, excited about the last one.
It's really amazing. This is the idea actually. This is what a nationwide thing. So to have access to all the patients across the whole country can have equal access, which is really a dream, but can be achieved by you and by our army we are developing at the moment.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Rasha.
Thank you very much. Dr. Florence Kelly.
Yes, how are you, Dr. Rasha?
Dr. Florence, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. I'd like to appreciate Merck Foundation for having given me a chance to study endocrinology.
Thank you very much.
I know we have been having patients who have got endocrine problems, but I remember one case scenario that we admitted for more than 3 months in the hospital, and the patient was basically dying. And that was before I started my training. And it was just a random test that was done, and we found that she had Sheehan syndrome. And this was manifesting decades later after the last delivery. So I can imagine the number of cases that we've missed. But I must say that my engagement in the PDIP in endocrinology has changed me. It is like a 360 turnaround because aside of the cases that have got endocrine problems, I'm also giving better attention to the other case scenarios that I'm having. I recently had a young man who had non-specific symptoms, and I actually almost sent him away from the clinic. But then he got admitted, and I think he is having an endocrine problem, which I proposed for a test. I'm amused, I'm amazed also that I can pick it out.
Did you? And he already had the test came out, and he had the problem. You diagnosed it.
Yes.
Amazing. And treatment, everything was okay.
Everything is going on well, and I'm just happy about the training because
I'm so happy about it. Even one life you save, it's worth it. Yeah, it's worth it. So I'm so happy about this. Thank you very much, Dr. Florence. You gave us a highlight of the day. That with this success story from the early times, like 6 weeks only. Imagine about what you're gonna do afterwards. Thank you very much, Dr. Florence. I wish to see you soon. Are you in Nairobi?
I work in an inpatient and outpatient setup of the University of Nairobi, which is a public institution.
Yeah,
in Nairobi. But I plan to move out of Nairobi and go and work in the remotest parts of the country and offer this care to people.
You sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yeah.
Great, Dr. Florence. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So we can go now to Dr. Zahir Baga. He's also in Dr. Zahir. He's also in the 1-year diploma of endocrinology. Dr. Zahir, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Rhyming. Dr. Zahir, are you here? Yes. So great. Dr. Zahir, thank you very much for joining us. Are you also working in Nairobi or outside Nairobi?
No, I work in Mombasa.
Mombasa,
I work
okay.
at Post General Hospital, which is 700-bed government hospital.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
And did you start already your diploma? How is it going now?
So far, things are great. Looking forward to ending the first module next week and getting the exam done with, and then going on to the next module.
Fantastic, 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 great. And do you find a lot of cases in endocrinology cases in your hospital or clinic?
Yes, because ours is a tertiary center, we get referrals from all over the coastal region, from Kilifi, Kwale, Taita Taveta, all those sites. They all come to General Hospital. So we have a dedicated diabetic clinic at present, one, and we have a general medical outpatient clinic. So hopefully now, once endocrinology training is complete, then we'll try and set up a dedicated endocrinology unit at General Hospital.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Dr. Zahir, do you have any idea how many endocrinologists in Kenya?
I think there should be around 15 to 20 endocrinologists, but most of them are based in Nairobi. At present, the coastal region has no endocrinologist.
All right. Okay. So you'll be one of the first endocrinologists. You'll be the first, actually, because there is no one from our alumni is in the coastal.
Nobody.
Yeah? So Dr. Zahir will be the first endocrinology in the coast, which is great. Yep. Yes, yes. Congratulations. I wish you great success. Great success.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Zahir. So, Dr. Biva, tell us about Liberia, because Liberia, there is no any diabetologist or endocrinologist. There is no many specialists in many fields. So you are the one and only at the moment, and you are the first in Liberia. How do you see this, and what is the impact of your training? And tell us, because the impact must be huge.
Yes. I started a postgraduate diploma in 2017 as I was one of the Merck Diabetes winner.
Yes.
And during the time I have been working in the rural part of Liberia, about 6 hours drive from the capital, where there were a lot of challenges. And more to speak, I never had no other specialist that I could seek for guidance in such a career path. And most of the facilities in Liberia, we manage diabetes along with every other cases in the hospital. So there wasn't a specific diabetes clinic. So it was kind of new to me, especially doing a course online where I was in a resource limited terrain where we had irregularities in electricity, internet, irregularities. But
you made it. You made it and you succeeded very well. What is the impact on the patient, Dr. Biva?
So since I have started doing this, especially in the rural part, the people were not aware of this particular condition, and they normally refer to it as sugar sickness, and they consider it as a curse, especially in the rural part. So I first started to make awareness of it so that we can have more patients. And as I started the process, I started to train the nurses, especially from what I have been learning from the Merck program. From the University of Southwales through Merck Diabetes. And I was able to get, right now as we speak, the diabetes, there's a session in Ganta where they treat diabetes people, we screen them, and we're able to treat them. For now, we are still progressing on the drugs because we have the availability of drugs like metformin and the sulfonylureas are the only ones that are here in addition to insulin. Like drugs like the sodium glucose transporter 2 and the GLPs are not available. But it's good that I have been exposed to them. So once they are the few that we have around, I'm able to administer them, and I've been the only person who will be able to use them and know the indications for them. And we have been having challenges with labs. Like when I was in the rural part, we could only do the random sugar. We could not do the glycated hemoglobin, except you have to send the patient in Monrovia, which was very difficult for most of the patients. But we had to use some other means. The university were able to teach us other ways of treating people, especially in resource-limited area. Like if we assessing for neuropathy using the APRISH test, if you assessing in the carbohydrate counting, of course you will not find people in such an area be able to buy food, hazardous food with that has the quantity of carbohydrates. But I mean, we were able to synchronize the means of managing them with either measuring the carbohydrates that they would eat, especially the staple food in the part of where I am from is cassava. And they pound it and they refer to it as GB. So it's like stopping people from eating there have been one of the problems, and we have been working on it. And there have been some significant improvement when it comes to awareness and the nurses' knowledge on how to manage some of the acute complications and to prevent diabetes in the rural part of Liberia. Has been working. When I was about to start the master's program, I informed the ministry that I informed the ministry about these constraints, and they allowed me to come to Monrovia, where right now I'm able to easily access internet to be able to pursue with the course. And the feedback that I was able to give to the ministry, they were able to use it to at least prevent other MEC sponsor students from going into rural area or areas of constraints that we hinder their progress in the course.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much,
Yes.
Dr. Biva. Do you have any endocrinologists or diabetes specialists in Monrovia?
I'm the first diabetes specialist in Monrovia right now.
Very good.
Yeah.
You know that we are training, I'm looking at the number now from our scientific manager, but we are training some other doctors to in Liberia as well, but they will come in the next batches. There are actually 10 doctors who joined the master course, but this master course is 3 months only training. And we're going to select the best one of them or two to join also the 1-year diploma. So whoever has the highest grades, they will join the 1-year diploma. But these people who have the master course, okay, there is also one will join the master course in diabetes. I'm not sure why he's not invited in this course, and one in endocrinology, and this is going to be in March. So these two, I will connect them with you, and then we will see how you will work together for Liberia. I'm not sure why they are not invited. They should be invited to this course. And it was an instruction that everyone who is going to join also in March 2021 should be here. Anyway, so thank you very much, Dr. Biva. Thank you very much. We are looking forward to have a great impact in Liberia. And the program in Liberia in partnership with the First Lady of Liberia and Ministry of Health of Liberia. And we hope that this will have a great impact with other candidates also will join you. We will have a special video conference for Liberia only, so we can bring the people who is going to be in sexual and reproductive medicine, training, respiratory medicine, endocrinology, and diabetes and cardiovascular. So we can, all of you can join and make a platform that, because all of you will be Merck Foundation alumni and we have the best training to be specialists. So it will be good that you are all connect together in Liberia. So because you are going to transform the healthcare sector in Liberia. So it's really great. Thank you very much.
Thank you too.
Thank you very much. Dr. Noor from Malaysia. Dr. Marsa Joseph. We can come back to Dr. Noor later. Dr. Marsa Joseph from Namibia.
Yes, hello.
Hi, how are you? Dr.
I'm
Marsa,
fine.
how are you?
I'm fine.
Great to see you. Dr. Marsa, you joined the 1 year in the Endocrinology Diploma.
Yes.
And you are from Namibia. And our program in Namibia, in partnership with Her Excellency, the First Lady of Namibia, and also the Medical Society of Namibia. So you are proposed by both, and this program is really under the patronage of Her Excellency, that we want to build healthcare capacity in Namibia in different specialties. She's very passionate about this, and also empowering youth, young people like yourself, and in science. So Martha, go ahead. Tell us.
My name is Martha Joseph. I am currently a junior medical officer working at the Intermediate Hospital of Katutura in Windhoek, which is the capital city of Namibia. Really, what has really been my passion for endocrinology is because I've really seen that there's been yearly review of guidelines for HIV and TB. However, we have not had any guidelines in sense of treating diabetes or other endocrine disorders. And really, I did identify a deficit in the knowledge of diagnosing and managing endocrine disorders. And really, this course has been so beneficial, and really, I feel like the universe is really working with me really in this course, because as the weeks progress, really, I've been getting patients with the exact same conditions that we are addressing for that week. So it has really been amazing, and I'm really already putting everything in practice. Because we don't have any endocrinologists in Namibia at this point.
So
Although
Namibia, there is no endocrinologist?
There is no endocrinologist.
So you're going to be the first?
Yes.
Yes, great. This is great.
Yes. And so really, the rest of the departments, like in surgery, especially when they have traumatic brain injury, they've been really referring the patients to me already, so that we can have discussions and see how we can help the patients. So it's really only been the 6th week of this program, but I'm really seeing the benefit of it. And I've noticed that you can only pick up endocrine disorders if you are really aware of it and hypervigilant about their symptoms. And we've really been picking up so far on a weekly basis. We pick up 2 patients per week with an endocrine abnormality that have been misdiagnosed. And these patients have been presenting to the local hospitals and getting referred with the wrong diagnosis. So I'm really very grateful for the Merck Foundation.
Martha, I'm so happy that with your passion and that you already benefited from the course from now. So imagine that afterwards, and that you are going to be the first endocrinology. So you are making history. So the first never change. It might come after you many, but the first will always be the first. I'm so happy to follow up with you in all levels, and congratulate you soon when you graduate, and then you can continue with the master as well, hopefully.
Yes, thank you. I hope so.
Yes, Dr. Marsa, thank you very much. So Dr. Marsa from Namibia, thank you very much. And just I want to go jump to Botswana quickly, because Dr. Bobby is here and he had technical issues, so we want to have an opportunity for him to speak. Dr. Bobby, are you here?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Finally. How are you?
I'm good.
Bobby, you are already our alumni, Merck Foundation alumni. You graduated with distinction from the Diabetes Diploma, Merck Foundation Diabetes Diploma of South Wales in Diabetes earlier. And our program is in partnership with, thank you. So Dr. Bobby, the program in Botswana is in partnership with Her Excellency, the First Lady of Botswana, Madame Neyo, and also the Ministry of Health of Botswana. They were very active with us. We had a lot of people who already in the course of Diabetes Diploma. And here is Dr. Bobby, you are joining in March 2022 the Diabetes Master Course. So can you tell us until now, what is the impact of your graduation from the diploma before? And
oh
now?
my God, I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that Merck Foundation found it fit to choose some of us to join the diploma diabetes. I'm telling you, managing diabetes now is so much effortless, and my patients have benefited a lot. I have shared this knowledge with my colleagues, nurses, and doctors. I work in a district hospital, so I see most people who come here are from rural areas. So we go there in the rural areas to go and manage diabetes, then share the knowledge with the nurses who manages these people there. So just this COVID has messed up our plans, but once everything is set, we'll go back and finish what we started.
Yes, this is great. This is fantastic, and but the thing is, you know that we have other doctors who joined the diploma in diabetes from Botswana. Are you in contact with them? How many are they?
No, not yet. I don't have that information as of yet. I only know about a few, but I have not got no full information about them.
Vino, can you please tell us how many from Botswana in the diploma of diabetes? Already 1 year diploma diabetes?
Currently, I don't know who is in the diploma diabetes right now. But I know there was about 5 of us last year.
Yes. I was actually expecting to also get them invited to this thing. But anyway, so we will look into having another call with all the people from diabetes. I think my team missed to invite them to that call. But anyway, we have already the nationwide diabetes Blue Point project program, which has been implemented in Botswana as a first. And we had one from each district or district in Botswana.
District, yes.
And then at the end, as we said, we have the map and we have the blue points and all the diabetes experts across Botswana. I would wanted to have all of them so we can have a good success story, but maybe in another call we can have this happen. But we decided to have the people who graduated with distinction or merit to join the master course, and it was selected as that way. So because there is a limited resources, of course, and limited numbers. So you, Dr. Bobby, you were one of the selected, and also Dr. Ronald Loki. And hopefully that you graduate and you benefit from this, because this, I think, as you said, that you benefit very much from the diploma. Imagine, but as a master course will be even more. So
yes, definitely.
Thank you very much, Dr. Bobby. Do you think, Dr. Bobby, how many specialists in diabetes or endocrinology in Botswana?
I only know of one endocrinologist in Botswana, but she's in private. And then from me and Luke, I only know me and Dr. Luke, who are going to be doing the masters in diabetes. I don't know any other. Yes.
So no, it's only you and Dr. Ronald will do the master, but there was 6 candidates plus you and Dr. Luke has graduated from the diploma, 1-year diploma in diabetes. I would have another call to see how they are doing and how the impact of their training, because they are from different provinces in Botswana. So thank you very much, Dr. Bowie, and I wish you good luck, and I hope that you join soon in March and benefit and enjoy the master course.
Yes, thank you very much. Is that March 2021, next year?
21, yes. Don't worry, March 2021, yes. Next year.
Okay, thank you very much.
Not already finished.
Yes.
So much. I hope that by then all the corona virus pressure will be gone, and you will have time. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Take care. Bye. So I think now we have what else? Regarding Namibia, we have Dr. also Hazel. Dr. Hazel Mavisiri from Namibia. Yes, Dr. Hazel, you are from Namibia and you have joined the 1-year diploma of diabetes, recommended by Her Excellency the First Lady of Namibia and the Medical Council of Namibia, our Medical Society of Namibia. Dr. Hazel, how do you see the diabetes care in Namibia? How do you see the impact of this course on the healthcare sector and diabetes care sector in Namibia?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, let me just start by saying, okay, I'm working in the north of Namibia. That's about 700, 800 kilometers north of Windhoek. I'm Zimbabwean, but I've been in Namibia now for more than 10 years. So I want to say thank you so much, Dr. Rasha. It's good to see you. You're the brains behind this project. So it's also good to see you. We've been doing it without actually knowing you. So now it's just exciting to have this opportunity to meet with you, talk to you, and just give you the feedback. So we see your vision and your passion to improve, to have a positive impact on the lives of many people. Here in Africa, many people, they cannot afford health care, but with these trainings, it will help a lot of them. So I want to really give you my commitment that I will not let you down. I will do my best to learn as much as I can and apply the knowledge I get from this course for the care of our patients. So in Namibia, like I actually highlighted when I was applying for this course that we are seeing an increase in the number of our diabetic patients. You see, when you look at all the other, especially infectious disease, we put so much effort on them. I've been working in the HIV program, in the TB program, and there's a lot of trainings, guidelines, nurses are trained, doctors are trained, community counselors, and because of that, we've actually seen an improvement in the care of those patients. But when you look at the non-communicable diseases, we see there's actually a gap there. So I really felt that is where I would want to go to when I got this opportunity. Even when you look at COVID-19, it's just something that has just come, but there's a lot of information already, workshops, trainings, and all that on that. But when we look, we'll see that, most of the people who are dying from COVID-19 is because they have underlying non-communicable diseases. So if we take care of non-communicable diseases, we will also eventually reduce actually the mortality from these infectious diseases. So it's really very important. So diabetes is a pandemic. And we've just been, this is the 6th week in the course, and the things that we have already learned, it's so immense. I can just try to imagine what will happen when we finished all the modules. It's really helpful and it's really practical. There are things that I'd never read before. I've been in the medical field for many years, but I'd never really read about them. There are some things that I'd read just maybe because I was writing an exam or something like that. But with this course, it actually makes it so practical. It widens your horizon. Even now when you're studying, you look and see information. And because it's in such a practical way, when you study, it's not really like you train yourself, because the information you're reading, it's so practical, and you see the patient, you can actually see that already there's already an impact in the way that you manage your patients. I would say for Namibia, the good thing about it is the healthcare system is actually quite good. The laboratory system is actually quite good. You can order, any test that you think is necessary. But now the thing is, of course, you order this test, but you need to be able to interpret them correctly. Like we've been ordering this glycated hemoglobin, but to really come and interpret it, know its limitations, we were not really aware of that. But just in the few weeks that we've been in this course, we already know how to interpret them correctly, know the limitations and all that. So it's really improving. And with my colleagues, I've already talked to them, and we'll keep on talking to them, discussing patients with them, so that although they may not be in the course, but they also have, that knowledge, and where they feel they may need my help, I'll be available. And also to come up with a team actually of nurses who are going, some of them for outreach, some of them who are at the rural clinics, and it will really have an impact right to the village level, that's to the lowest level. It will have an impact. So I really want to so much appreciate you. We are
very much, Dr. Hazel. Thank you. And I wish that this is really, you graduate with distinction, you complete with the master, and you add great value to Namibian community and African community. Thank you very, very much. I know that also there is no diabetologist in Namibia, is it correct?
Yes, there's no. So I really want to go all the way. So I'm working very hard so that I go all the way as far as possible.
This is really great. This is really great. We have other two colleagues from Namibia. They did not join. I'm not sure if you are connected, 4 of you together. So I would like to ask my team to connect the team from Namibia together. Dr. Marsa, Dr. Hazel, and there is also Dr. Sahombo, Laina, and Dr. Bieta. These four, Dr. Sahumo and Dr. Biata, I'm not sure why they are not here, but this is very important, call, and they should have been here because this will make them interview them another interview, and the committee has to review their application. I'm not sure why.
If you can be connected, it will be good. We are not connected.
So we will connect 4 of you together, and also with the previous alumni who already joined the master course. Because we have another candidate who is in cardiovascular, joined the master course of cardiovascular. I know it's different course, but it's the same from South Wales and have the same educational structure, so she can help you as well. So we will connect all of you together in later, so we can help each other. But of course, after interviewing the 2 candidates who did not attend today, so this will make it difficult for them. So thank you very much, Dr. Hazel. Very, very, very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, Dr. Rasha. We have connected. I've created a group, so I'll just add Dr. Hazel and Dr. Beata and Dr. Nepembe, the doctor that is doing cardiovascular preventative medicine. We have connected with her just to get.
Fantastic. Did you connect with Dr. Sahombo and Dr. Beata?
Not with Dr. Sahombo. Dr. Beata, I've connected with her. She's currently traveling, but I kept updating her. And just that I cannot get a hold of her now.
She has to connect with me because she didn't attend. It makes question mark in the scientific committee. And Dr. Sahombo, please.
The only other doctor I know is doing emergency medicine. I don't know. Yeah. Dr. Trevor Zenga. He's doing emergency. We are together at the same hospital.
Who is this? Doctor who?
Trevor Zenga.
Trevor, he's not here in my.
He's doing emergency medicine.
Doctor, we know is Dr. Trevor maybe is in acute medicine or
it's acute.
Acute. No, acute would be another call. This is only for diabetes and endocrinology. The acute medicine, cardiovascular, and respiratory will be in another call. Great, thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Hazel. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. So now we are going, I think we're going to Dr. Noor, come back to Dr. Noor from Malaysia, because we missed her last time because of technical problem. So Dr. Noor, can you please? Yes.
Hi, thank you, Dr. Rasha and Merck Foundation for allowing me to be part of this community and also part of postgrad diploma program. So I'm very thankful and glad for this opportunity. So the reason of why I'm choosing this diabetes management, because in Malaysia, diabetes management is majority of them are being managed in our primary care setting. About 68% of our diabetes patients are being managed by primary care. So actually, at the same time, I'm the head of the unit of diabetes team in my clinic that managing about 1,000 of diabetes patients. So with the program, I hope that I can be better in terms of reducing the clinical inertia that I noticed that some of my colleagues are having some issues in terms of managing diabetes.
Yes.
So as we know that clinical inertia allowing this, it prevents we giving this patient from getting proper treatment for the first 6 months of daily diagnosis. So I hope by acquiring this knowledge, I can be better in terms of managing the team and also improving the knowledge and also management of care in my practice.
Thank you, Dr. Noor. Dr. Noor, are you in the capital or in where are you in Malaysia?
I'm in Negeri Sembilan State at the southern area in area of Sendayan and Seremban. It is a small area, but unfortunately, our state has the highest prevalence of diabetes in Malaysia.
Yes.
Yes. So our patients are a mixture of the urban and also villagers, the suburban area, the rural areas. But then in Malaysia, primary care are those who manage diabetes management most of the time.
Great, thank you, Dr. Noor, very, very much for your input. Doctor, I'm not sure if from Malaysia we also Dr. Hafizan. Is he here or is he here with us?
He's here. We are connected already. We've seen each other for quite a few times. And we also discuss sometimes about this program.
Fantastic. I'm not sure if he's with us in this call or not, but if he's here, he can speak. But if not, then are you sure that do you know that if he's here or not?
I think
in the video conference. He left. Okay, great. Thank you very much, Dr. Noor, for your intervention. And I hope that you liked our platform, and I was really keen to all of you meet each other so you can exchange also information. Since you are doing the same course, you might need each other help sometime.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we can see now Dr. Amina, Lone Amina from Nigeria. You can mute Dr. Amina, Dimple, and look at Dr. Williams. Dr. Williams?
Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello, Dr. Williams. Hi, how are you?
Fine, thank you very much.
Great to see you.
Thank
Dr.
you
Williams, you joined the one-year diploma in diabetes?
Yes, I am.
How is it doing?
It's all right. Very hectic, but yes, but I'm very grateful for the opportunity. And
happy to hear this.
Yes, even though I'm actually a senior registrar in the endocrinology unit in my center, but I've actually learned new things. I knew I would learn new things, but the rates or the degree to which I learned new things is quite intriguing, and I'm happy to be on the program.
I am so happy to have you in the program and that you learned new things. This is really amazing.
Thank you very much.
And I hope that you connect with other colleagues and we can work all together. And this is the main also reason of having this call, that we can help each other since you are all at the same time working in the same module. So it can be easy for you actually.
Yes.
Make sure that you connect with each other through the WhatsApp group that Dr. Kandarb is doing.
All right.
And actually, it can reduce your workload, because working together will make it very easy. Thank you very, very much, Dr. Williams. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of the day.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I am going to Dr. Olobadi. Dr. Olobadi from the Diploma in Endocrinology in Nigeria, from Nigeria. Dr. Olobadi.
Good afternoon, Dr. Rash and
How are
Merck
you?
Foundation. Thank you. And thank
How
you
are
for
you?
the
I can see
opportunity.
you. Can you put the video so we can all see you?
Okay, I think I'm on. My
Yes,
video is
now we
on.
can see you. Yes, yes. Dr. Olubadi, I'm very happy to see you, and you are from Nigeria. We not sure where are you from Nigeria exactly, which place, so you can tell us.
Okay, so I'm Dr. Olopade. I work with Lagos University Teaching Hospital, which is in the southwest part of Nigeria. And I'm grateful to Merck Foundation to be part of the endocrine diploma course for the next 1 year. I think it has been wonderful, challenging, exciting, and also it has also made me to be more disciplined with my time, because it's really challenging managing your work fronts with your research work, then with learning newer things that even though you've read before, but there are newer things that I'm still learning from this particular course. So
I'm so happy because I'm happy that this will add value to your patients in your clinics and to yourself and also to your colleagues, because you can transfer the information, the knowledge you gain to them. And I'm happy that you are doing well in the course and it's not challenging. Dr. Olubadi, thank you very much. I am looking forward to congratulate you at the end of the course with your graduation, and to share your success stories of patients you're treating and lives you saved and quality of life you improved.
Oh, yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Albadi. Thank
Yes.
you. So I just want to say also that the Nigeria program of the training is in partnership with Her Excellency, the First Lady of Nigeria, and the Diabetes Society of Nigeria and the Endocrinology Society of Nigeria. So they were very instrumental in selecting the candidates, and they are following up on everyone in particular. I am not sure if there's anyone else from Nigeria are with us. If anyone from Nigeria, please, you can tell us. Okay. Dr. Florence from Philippines.
Hello.
Hello, Dr. Florence. Dr. Florence, we're happy to have you, and you are the only one from Philippines in this course, and I wish that you tell us a little bit more about the access diabetes care in Philippines and how this course will help you, and where are you from Philippines exactly, which part?
Okay. I am Florence Catoriza. I am from Cebu City here in the Philippines. It's also a big city, but it is plain away from the capital city, which is Manila. Yes. First of all, Doc, I would like to thank Merck Foundation, especially you, Dr. Rasha, for giving me this opportunity to be one of your scholars.
Yes, thank you very much. We're great. We are proud of you.
Thank you, Doc. And I'd just like to be honest, Doc. First, I was really hesitant in joining this program since I am a fresh graduate and I have not had a lot of interaction with diabetes care. Yes, and also, Doc, my experiences with diabetic patients are based from my internship. So, and during my experience, Doc, I was able to see the negative impact of diabetes to the families. I have seen patients coming inside the emergency room with diabetic foot. Others are already going to be amputated. And when I also had a rotation in the community, I have seen patients who are uncompliant with their medications since because of financial burden. And with this course, I feel that I was able to learn more and dig deeper onto the other types of diabetes that I wasn't familiar with. And I feel that this course will help me become a competent physician. And I am still building up my career as an inspiring new physician. And as what I have said, I have not yet handled many patients. And the knowledge that I had with diabetes were only based from the textbooks and the guidelines that were recommended. And during the course, and now that we are about to end the course, I was able to interact also with other medical practitioners and they were also able to share with me how they are handling diabetic patients in their community.
I'm so happy that this can add a practical experience to you and give you confidence in your practice because you're still a new junior. And I think this will speed up your experience and have exponential growth in your skills very much because you're getting it's also good when you have this study when you're still fresh graduate because still you are in the learning mindset. So you will absorb the information very quickly and then you will be able to apply it. And this is what we call it, the time of the learning curve is so steep that you have exponential growth in your experience when you get the information in certain time of your life. So and this is the time for you. So I think that you are going to benefit maybe the most of this course. So Florence, I wish you good luck and success, and I'm sure to see you at the graduation, after the graduation, to share all your success stories with us.
Thank you, Doc.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Florence. Now we have Dr. Simon Bier from Rwanda, and he is actually undergoing the course at the moment of the diabetes and master course in diabetes. He is also Dr. Simon Bier from Rwanda. He is at the Merck Foundation Alumni. He graduated from the diploma of diabetes 1 year before, the 1 year diploma before, and with distinction, and he got the also scholarship for the master course. So Simon Bier, Dr. Simon Bier, can you please join us?
Good afternoon, Dr. Rasha. Hi.
Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. And
Thank
we are
you.
very happy to see you. You are one of our first alumni, and we are really happy to for you to share your information, your experience with your colleagues.
Thank you so much. As Dr. Rasha has been saying, my name is Simon Pierre. I work in Rwanda in the Ministry of Health, and I'm the director of the National Diabetes Program. So I work mostly in the ministry, but with 30% of my time in the clinics. Thank you for the opportunity that has been given to me to complete my postgraduate diploma, and then now I'm about to complete my master's in diabetes. Special thank you to you, Dr. Rasha, and the Merck Foundation. Coming to the benefit of this course, there are many, but this course helped me to think somehow differently to the way I can orient and advise the minister or the Ministry of Health for the better way of the management of diabetes in Rwanda. So, you know, there is the shortage of medical doctors in Rwanda and elsewhere in Africa. And sometimes our patients may do long distance to travel to reach the services in the hospitals, just only for medicine refill or just for blood glucose monitoring. So that has many times impacted to the lost follow-up, and most of them didn't know even their diabetes, or they have to go to seek medication. So what we advise the ministry, and that is being implemented, we decentralized and integrate the diabetes care into the existing health system. But all of those was coming from the cost I have had, interaction with my tutors and colleagues. We work together, we have studied together. So then we had standardized guidelines and tool algorithm for just easy for even not necessary a nurse, not necessarily a medical doctor can treat or follow up patients with diabetes. So then we established a system from the community level, where we have the community health workers, can sensitize population for risk factors, mostly basing on age, category, family history, obesity, kind of just to go to health facility, to health center to seek for screening and early detection. So whenever you are suspected for diabetes or any NCDs, mostly for diabetes, so you were just sent to the hospital just to be diagnosed and by medical doctor, and they initiated the first treatment. And whenever you are stable at the hospital level, we follow up for trained medical doctors. So you have been sent back to your nearest health center just for follow-up. So this has impacted for the control of glycated hemoglobin and also the cost. So in Rwanda, we have medical insurance, and whenever you go to upper level, the higher the contribution, the co-payment is. And then when you are at the health facility, health center level, so you pay less, and the health center has few patients, and then can be in real-time interaction with few patients that have. So that's helped a lot for the patient and the health system in general. For me, I can say this, all of them is a fruit of this course I have had. That's helped me to design with the technical working group, advise many people working diabetes on simplified algorithm, and that's the medical doctor and whoever can use to efficiently treat and control diabetes patients.
So Simon, this is a really great, but can I ask you, can we connect you also with all the doctors we trained in diabetes and in endocrinology from Rwanda? So you can also make sure that you put them in the plan and utilize them, because I think some of them are outside the capital, and this can really be like, if it's utilized in the proper places, maybe will add a great value also. What do you think?
Thank you. Yeah, it's good. It's good for collaboration and the connection.
Yes. So we have few doctors with us on the call, and we have, which they joined recently, but we have doctors who joined the French course also.
I know them. Yeah.
Yes, 5 or something, and there are other doctors who graduated from earlier. So I will ask my team to write these minutes so they can connect all of you together, and you can actually make sure that you integrate them in your plan or discuss with them, or because it can be an add value. Maybe they are working in different places that they can actually implement your strategy properly, because you're going to be like one platform.
Yeah, thank you. So I would like to know those names, and then I can be easy even to our country is not research based, so can maybe have a region.
Yes. Leonard, please, I want you to connect with Dr. Simon Bier with all the names of the people who trained in diabetes and endocrinology, new and old.
Okay.
And the contacts, please. Thank you very much, Dr. Simon.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Simon. Now we have also Dr. Jean-Pierre from Rwanda. He is also enrolled in September in Diabetes Diploma 1 year. And this is one of the doctors we are going to connect with, Dr. Simon Bier, also from Ministry of Health. So, Dr. Jean-Pierre?
Hello.
Yes. How are you?
I'm good.
How are you? Where are you from? Which part in Rwanda?
Okay, thank you, Dr. Rasha, and the Merck Foundation, and everyone. I'm Dr. Nzimana Jean-Pierre. I'm a general practitioner working at the Kigeme District Hospital. It is a public hospital located in the southern province. It's like 200 kilometers from Kigali.
Very good.
It takes like 4 hours to reach there.
Yes. And this is really, I think if Dr. Simon Bier is listening now, this is going to be a great addition, because he is.
Yeah, Dr. Simon, we are connected.
Yeah, right. Great.
Yeah, I know him.
Yes. So, and Dr. Jean-Pierre, can you tell us how this affects the access to diabetes care in your region?
Yeah, it's a rural region where it's hard to reach at the hospital, as Simon mentioned it. So we received most of the patients with diabetic in acute phase with the hyperglycemic crisis. So we are working on it, but still we need to increase the awareness to the population so that they will consult early without the complication of the diabetes. It's not easy, but as we are studying diabetes, it will help us to increase that awareness in the population. So that
you wanted to overcome the complication, and the complication of diabetes was huge because the late diagnosis and the lack of compliance to the medication or the lack of diagnosis. So I think this will help you a lot, Dr. Jean-Pierre. I think your also location in this rural area will help a lot of patients who did not have access before to a skilled and trained doctor. Thank you very, very, very much. I hope that you continue studying and with all the passion. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So now we have Dr. Emmanuel from Rwanda. Hello, Dr. Emmanuel. How are you?
Okay, I'm fine. How are you?
Fine. Where are you from? Which part in Rwanda?
So in the northwestern.
Okay, great.
Okay. So it's the opposite of Dr. Jean-Pierre.
Yeah. So you see that we will have all Rwanda blue. So he is there, you are here. And yeah, so I think it's really good strategy. So how is it in your region?
So it's fine. So I'm a general practitioner.
Yes.
So also a director general of a hospital, public hospital. So it is located in a rural area. So I have chosen to do endocrinology because I saw that many people are traveling so far for seeking for medical care.
Yeah.
So most people are traveling far from the rural region to go to seek for medical care for.
And it's not practical, of course. So by you are there, accessible to them, will help them a lot.
Yes, I think when I finish, it will be helpful for them. So it's also helpful for me because no other pressure you can have as a doctor, except that you treat someone and you see that you help him a lot.
This is great.
This will be good for me and for people.
Yes. This is going to be great, and I'm looking forward to this, and I'm excited as well for this. This is great, and there's no doubt. They don't even have to measure the impact. There will be an impact, this for sure, because there's no one was there. You are coming, so you will save life. You improve quality of life. This is without any doubt.
Yeah.
So this is really great.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Dr. Emmanuel.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. So now we can see, I'm not sure if Dr. Yes?
She's Joyeuse.
Yes, Joyce, yes.
Okay.
Is she here?
I'm not sure. We were talking last time about in a few minutes ago. I'm not sure if she's connected.
Okay. She's also from the same area where you live?
No, she's from Kigali.
Okay.
From the capital.
So if you can connect with her on WhatsApp, tell her to join. I will come back to her because it's very important for this. Really great. So we have Dr. Alice Cecilia Taylor from Sierra Leone. Dr. Alice from Sierra Leone.
Yes, good morning. Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dr. Alice. How are you?
Good afternoon, Dr.
Great to see you. Good to see you.
Good afternoon.
How are you? How are you? What you're doing? How you're doing in your?
I'm doing well, and how about you?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Yeah.
You know the program
Happy
of
to see you too.
Sierra Leone
I'm good. I want to say thank you.
in partnership with the First Lady of Sierra Leone, Madame Fatima, and the Ministry of Health of Sierra Leone. So we are very happy that you are here.
Okay.
And you are the only one from Sierra Leone at the moment, but we have several other doctors on the master course, which is 3 months, like almost 16 doctors on the 3 month course. But this is the only one which you are going to be a real, or the full-fledged diploma and specialist in diabetes.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Rasha, and thank the Merck Foundation for giving me this opportunity to study diabetes in great depth. Because when I was in medical school, we learned about diabetes and we saw patients with diabetes. But now that I'm doing this course, I'm getting an in-depth knowledge, and I'm so excited because I'm getting to know things I never knew about. I'm getting to know NODAT, I'm getting to know LADA, I'm getting to know MODI. These are things I might have heard and I've forgotten, but now I'm getting to read about them and do further research on them. So I'm so excited and I'm happy about the course. And I look forward to getting more knowledge. Though I'm currently not involved in diabetes practice, but I see patients with complications of diabetes because I'm an ophthalmology resident. I see patients with diabetes complications, and I used to wonder, why do these patients present with these complications? Then when I learned about this course, I got interested because I'm of the opinion that if you encourage patients to manage their conditions well and manage their blood glucose to be within normal range, then this will prevent complications from happening. So that's why I'm excited about this course. And I also intend to do a volunteering in the diabetics clinic that are functional. One is in the tertiary and teaching hospital. 2 are in private hospitals. Even this morning, I was in communication with one of the doctor who runs the diabetic clinic in one of the private facilities because he was giving me like information about going to diabetes practice. So there are certain infrastructures that are not available and they are not easily accessible to patients. So it's difficult for management of diabetes in this part of the world. There are some laboratory investigations that are available, like the fasting blood sugar is available, the oral glucose tolerance test we can do, the HbA1c we can do, but genetic testing to identify patients with type 1 diabetes and to exclude MODI and LADA, that we can't do, but that is understandable. And also getting to know that there are some other medications that can be used for management of diabetes, apart from metformin and sulfonylurea and sulfonylurea and insulin. That's also enlightening. So I look forward to completing this course, and I look forward to using the knowledge that I'll gain to impact on patients' life, because my aim is to get the best outcome for the management of patients.
Thank you very, very, very much, Dr. Alice, and I'm really excited to see all this and to see you soon when we come to Sierra Leone for our official launch, and to see all the patients you are going to benefit. How many diabetologists in Sierra Leone?
Currently, I think there are only 2. There's an older colleague and this young colleague. That's all that I know.
All right. Yes. This is really good. So we're going to add a great value to this. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you, Dr. Alex. Take care. I think now we are going to go to Dr. Rehan Sayed, Al-Hassan Sayed from the Diabetes One-Year Diabetes Diploma Endocrinology from Sudan. Dr. Rehan. Hello, Dr. Rehan. I see that you were one of the first joined.
Yes. Yeah. How are you?
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
عاملة إيه؟ كيف حالك؟
Alhamdulillah.
So, Dr. Rehan, tell us, you joined the endocrinology. You were being proposed by the Society of Endocrinology of Sudan. So, how do you feel about this course? And do you see that this is really needed in Sudan or in certain area of Sudan? Give us a little bit of information, because this is the first year we are extending our programs to Sudan.
Yes, actually, the Society for Endocrinology in Sudan, or the Sudan Endocrine Society, is relatively new, 2-3 years ago. And actually, I heard about this diploma from other colleagues, in the past. That's a great educational content and so on. The service in Sudan, endocrine service, is emerging. It's relatively new. Most of the people were mainly working in diabetes more than endocrinology. So as soon as I heard about the Merck sponsorship for this diploma, I was very excited to join in, as this it's relatively the certain conditions, yeah. But now this is evidence-based learning. It will be very useful in helping our patients. And I'm teaching in a university as well. I'm working in teaching hospitals.
Good. So you can transfer this information.
Yes. This will reflect on training medical students and medical registrars, and carry on the knowledge to the next generations.
Thank you very much, Dr. Rehan. This is very crisp and precise.
Yeah.
And give us really the nutshell of all the situation in Sudan. Thank you very much. I wish you great success, and we are sure that we are going to meet after your graduation and to see the real impact. Inshallah, bismillah. Inshallah.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Dr. Rehan, very much. Bye-bye. Now we have Dr. Sausan, also from Sudan, Dr. Sausan Ismail Ahmed, and she joined the one-year diploma in diabetes. Dr. Sausan?
Hello.
كيف حالك دكتور ساوسن؟
الحمد لله.
Welcome. Dr. Sausan, welcome. Thank you very much. Also, your name has been proposed by the Diabetes Society of Sudan. I want to see how this will impact the diabetes care in Sudan. What is the challenges? How many diabetologists in Sudan? All this.
In Sudan, there is many specialists of diabetes.
Yes.
We have many, over than 20 or 30 specialists.
Okay.
Diabetes is a common disease in the Sudan, and it is a first disease in our health centers.
Yes.
I'm working in health centers. I'm family physician.
Yes.
And
you see that there is still need for your specialization for your work in this center?
Yes, of course. This diploma is the I have more experience and more knowledge from this diploma in diabetes and endocrinology.
Very good. And it's doing well now. You are in the 6th week now. Is it well? Are you doing well?
Yes, it is very good.
Very good. Dr. Sausan, I'm looking forward for your graduation and to tell us all the success stories of your impact week after week and month after month and then year after year. For sure. Thank you very much, Dr. Sausan.
Thank you. Welcome.
So we have Dr. Tasabih Musa Adam Omar. Okay, Dr. Tasabih, you can go ahead. You can speak. You are in also the one-year diabetes diploma, and you are from Sudan. So can you tell us, you are also recommended by the Diabetes Society of Sudan. So how is it doing now with you in this course?
I'm Dr. Tasabih, a family medicine specialist, work in the health center in Sudan. As Dr. Sausan said, we are the first one who will to see the patient. 2/3 of patients daily are diabetic. There are some problems to refer the patient to the endocrinologist or the diabetologist for further management. We faced our patients, they are suffering to get proper management. We decided to learn more and more about diabetes for the benefit of our patients. I think the diploma, it will, until now, I get great benefit of it, really, in diagnosis and management. I'm looking forward to get more information and get benefit to the patient and for me, inshallah.
Thank you you very much, Dr. Sabih, and we are also looking forward to see the effect, the impact on patient in Sudan. Thank you very, very, very much. Dr. Dirar Muhammad Noor. Hello, Dr. Dirar. How are you?
How are you? How are you?
How are you? How are you? Nice to see you. Dr. Izdihar, you are in the one-year diploma of diabetes, and you also were recommended with the Diabetes Society of Sudan. So how do you see this will help you, and how well you are doing now in the course?
It's it's fine and to join this diploma because for my interest to do this diploma because
where are you working, Dr. Izdihar? Are you working in the public sector, in clinic, where?
It's in public, in hospital, pediatric hospital.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you doing well in the course? Is there any challenge or anything until now? How is it doing?
To some extent, for the time, because from the start, from the start of the day of the diploma, Monday, the same duty of my work. Also, I'm facing some problem to finish.
So let us connect after the call to see how is it, because if the first, as we all know, if you fail the first module, the diploma will be suspended. So we will see how you're doing after the call, Dr. Izdihar. So the scientific and medical director of Merck Foundation will be in contact with you after the call, for sure. Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Izdihar. Thank you. So is Dr. Amal Kamel here? Okay, because anyone who's not here, it means that the course will be reviewed and the scientific committee will revise it. Please, Kandar, you connect with Dr. Izdihar and Dr. Amal Kamel after the call, please. Okay, so we have Dr. Lucy. Is Dr. Lucy here? Dr. Lucy Merima from Tanzania. She's doing doing the master course in diabetes. Dr. Lucy.
Yes. Hi everyone.
Hi, Dr. Lucy. Dr. Lucy is our Merck Foundation alumni since long time. She already graduated from the diploma, one-year diploma with and she joined the master course in diabetes as well as our scholarship. She's undergoing. So, Dr. Lucy, tell us about your experience, because there's a lot of people who just joined the master course.
Yeah, so I initially joined the course when in 2018, when I was still a medical student, almost graduating. Then afterwards, I had the opportunity to move on with the master's course, that is after my undergraduate studies. So different from everybody else, I am working at a research institution. And this research institution is mainly recruiting diabetic patients, and our intention is to prevent them from getting tuberculosis. So the general population is at a relatively lower risk than the diabetic patients, and we see that there is a joint force when diabetes comes in contact with people with TB, so they die much more than the other population. So the intention of this clinical trial is really to make sure that the diabetic patients are safe. And the Merck Foundation has really helped me, because without the opportunity of going through the master's course, then probably I wouldn't have the opportunity to take part in the clinical trial.
This is really great, Dr. Lucy, and I'm so happy that this will impact your work and your research work and everything. Just one question. After your graduation from the diploma of diabetes, did this make a difference in your practice? The quality of care you're giving for the patients? What was it?
Yes, so when I graduated from the diploma course, first of all, it changed my mindset because most of the times we practiced medicine according to the day-to-day lifestyle. We didn't bother about knowing the patient in a holistic approach. So after the diploma course, really it made me look into something else, and I could really speak to them in all aspects of their life, including their mental health and also their lifestyle, rather than just prescribing medications and letting the patients go. So the postgraduate diploma has really impacted so many things, and I would also mentor my young doctors that I come in contact with in their practice that having a diabetic patient is a very small opportunity to make change once you meet them.
Thank you very much, Dr. Lucy. I'm so happy to hear this, and I wish you great success, and you have your master very soon. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now I will go to Uganda, and there is Dr. Judith Mutisi. Also, Dr. Judith was Merck Foundation Alumni and graduated from the diploma, one-year diploma of diabetes with distinction, and now is being enrolled in the master course of diabetes. And would like to hear from Dr. Judith. Dr. Judith?
Hello.
Hello, Dr. Judith, how are you? It's a bit dark.
Yes, Dr. Rasha.
Are you in the car, in the parking, without any...
Yes, it's a bit quiet in here.
No problem.
I don't want the noise blocking from out.
We just missed to see you, and because it's a bit dark, but you can continue. Please give us your insights and experience about the course.
Okay, first of all, I would like to thank you for the opportunity to do the course, the one-year postgraduate diploma in diabetes, and also the opportunity to do the master's course. I think in my experience, in my opinion, the postgraduate diploma really opened up so much that I realized there were very many gaps in the way that we manage our patients.
Yes.
And for me, it also boosted my confidence in managing diabetes patients, because I think here in Uganda, mostly if you have a diabetes patient, they'll refer to the physicians, that even because I'm a medical officer,
yes,
a general practitioner.
Yes.
So most of the time you see patients being referred to physicians only. But with the knowledge that I got, I'm able to manage patients. And I work in Mulago Hospital in a clinical trial, though I mostly see diabetes patients who come in as orthopedic cases with diabetic foot. But also over the weekend, I work in a diabetes clinic. So I'm really grateful for the knowledge. And actually, even my colleagues who know that have done the course, they call me and they want to consult on cases, which is a very good thing, I think.
Thank you, Dr. Judith. I liked very much your testimonial. Please, after this, you can send us a small video of yourself so we can add it to the video conference, because we cannot see you and I don't want to miss your testimony without your thing. So it's a small video, like 1 minute, like this one.
Okay.
We can add it.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yes. Dr. Judith, thank you very much. Thank you. Dr. Ambrose, can you please, Dr. Ambrose from Uganda, and he is in 1 year diploma in diabetes. So, Dr. Ambrose.
Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Rasha.
How are you?
And the makeup, I'm very fine. Thank you very much, Dr. Rasha and the Merck Foundation for this offer to start the postgraduate diploma in diabetes. It's something I've always looked up to, and endocrinology diabetes has been my dream. Right away from my first year in medical school, I had a lot of interest to study non-communicable diseases. And when I reached clinical years, it was the love for non-communicable diseases increased, especially in diabetes, whereby many patients got complications, and this complication could have been prevented. I felt so bad when I saw people losing their limbs. Currently, I'm working in Kirudu National Referral Hospital, which is specialized mainly in treating mainly in internal medicine. And at this hospital, I'm deployed in medical outpatient, where we run diabetic clinic once in a week. In the diabetic clinic, we see an average of at least 300 patients. And out of these 300 patients, about 60% are referral, this being a national referral hospital. But we have only 2 physicians that can be consulted on some of these complications. So my coming into this course, it is a great addition, not only to the institution, but to the country, because I'm very sure the knowledge I'm getting, it will be utilized not only by me, but the colleagues also. Currently,
Ambrose,
we are about...
I just want to ask you, where are you in Uganda?
I'm in camp. It is 30 minutes from Kampala. It is Kirudu, about 30 kilometers from Kampala.
Okay, and
it is also central Uganda.
Central Uganda, and you are already 6 weeks in your course, but you have a lot of impact, and even if you are still in the beginning. So I think even after you finish, what you're gonna do? You are making a revolution, huh?
It is 6 weeks, but I can tell you the knowledge I've gained, have already started putting it into practice.
Amazing.
Currently, I'm in charge of the diabetic clinic, and I started mentoring my colleagues the few things I've learned. I've realized that we have been delaying to start patients on insulin and putting them on too much medication. And the burden on the physician has reduced, because currently some of the complications, I can manage them just with the 6 weeks program. And I'm thinking, and in our quality improvement plan, I've suggested to have the diabetic same is continuous medical education, which I'll be presenting depending on the knowledge I've gained. And I'm looking forward to make the diabetic clinic not only better, but even looking at the referral units, the lower primary health units, because these are the units that are referring many patients with complications. So coming up with a plan to give back a feedback to the healthcare units that are referring patients to us, to help empower them to manage the patients better at the lower health units, and that will reduce morbidity and mortality of diabetes and other non-communicable diseases, which I think it contributes about 33% death, I think, by 2014.
Thank you very, very, very much, Dr. Ambrose. Thank you very much. And we are looking forward to see your graduation and the impact you are going to achieve afterwards. We would go now to Vietnam and Dr. Dang Truc. Dr. Dang from Vietnam, he is also enrolled in the 1-year Diabetes Diploma. Dr. Dang, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. Hello.
Great to see you, and you are our first candidate from Vietnam.
Yes.
So we are very looking forward to hear from you what is the challenges of diabetes care in Vietnam in brief, and the impact you are anticipating from this course.
Yes. Hello, everybody. My name is Nguyễn Trúc Dung, and I'm doctor from Vietnam. I'm lecturer in the University of Medicine and Pharmacy, and I work in Nguyễn Tri Phương Hospital at the Endocrinology Department. As you know, because Vietnam is a developing country, and the prevalence of diabetes mellitus has been rising more and more rapidly because of a sedentary lifestyle and fast food industries. And every day, there are average of 10 to 20 patients admitted in our endocrinology department. And in outpatient department, there are average 100 patients per day. And this is a very big number because in Vietnam, we don't have family physician. So that is why when the Vietnamese patient have some problem with their health, and most of the Vietnamese patient admitted in the hospital because of a lot of severe disease like diabetic ketoacidosis, like acute lactic acidosis. And this is a very severe problem in Vietnam. Because as you know, some province in Vietnam, some local people usually sell traditional drugs, which conclude of fenformin and clobenzamide. So the Vietnamese patient usually admitted to the hospital because of hypoglycemia or acute lactic acidosis. And the major problem with the Vietnamese people is they usually admitted for hospital because of diabetic foot complication too. And because we don't have podiatrists in Vietnam, so the endocrinologists have taken a role of a podiatrist too. We work together with orthopedists and find the best way to cure diabetic food for patient. And I'm very happy because last 2 months I have been selected for 1 year postgraduate on diabetes diploma of University of South Wales. And I think after 6 weeks study with my tutor is Shalini, Dr. Shalini from India, and a lot of colleagues from all over the world, I think is very good opportunity for me to building my knowledge to cure my diabetic patients. And I have a chance to learn a lot of valuable experience from you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Dr. Dank, you know that you are part of the Merck Foundation Scholarship Program?
Yeah.
Yes, you are part of the member of the diabetes, our Merck Foundation Scholarship Program.
Yeah.
Yes. Are you?
Yes.
Yes. So just from my team, you've been recommended by the university or University of Vietnam or the Society of Diabetes?
It's the University of Medicine and Pharmacy of Ho Chi Minh City.
Great.
And I work in Endocrinology Society too.
Endocrinology Society, great. Thank you very much, Dr. Dank. So this program is in partnership with this society, and you've been recommended by them, and we are very proud that we have you with us, and in this scholarship and in this platform also to share. I see that you are very active in your study. You can also share information and experience with our other colleagues in the same course from Africa. So we can help each other and all this. So that's why we have this platform, so we can connect with them as well after this call, if you want. Thank you very, very much, Dr. Dan.
Yeah, my name is Young. Yeah.
Young.
Yes.
Young. So it's Y-U-N-G.
Yes, Y-U-N-G. In Vietnam is D-U-N-G, but when we speak, it's young.
Yes. Thank you for correcting us. Thank you very, very much. Thank you, Dr. Yang. Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
Yeah,
so now we are going to go to Zambia, and there is Dr. John Katima. Dr. John, he is our alumni as well. He graduated from the Diabetes Diploma, 1 year Diabetes Diploma, and now he is going to join the master course in diabetes in South Wales University in March 2021. He is there to speak about his experience and his impact he got from this diploma. And the program in Zambia is in partnership with the First Lady of Zambia and the Ministry of Health of Zambia, which were very, very active partner with us to recommend all the candidates from Zambia. Dr. John Katima.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Very fine, thank you.
Good afternoon. Congratulations to be selected for the master course after graduation with distinction from the diploma of the one-year diploma of diabetes. Would like to know your experience, the impact you have got after finishing the diploma, since a lot of doctors now are still undergoing the diploma, so they would like to know from you, definitely.
Okay, I'll take you back a little bit, because I just can't help it. I really have to show my gratitude towards Merck Foundation, because, hello?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you very much.
So what it is that I diverted into public health, in particular cervical cancer screening. That's what I was doing. Then I was posted to a facility in Kabwe, Central Province of Zambia. That's where I was working as a public health specialist. But when I got there, I realized that there was quite a huge number of patients who were diabetic, and the management was not up to date. So I ended up seeing patients, and then I realized that in as much as I was seeing patients, there was this knowledge gap that I had. So when I received the call that I was one of the awardees of the scholarship, I was really elated, really happy to be part of the team. I won't lie to the new members of the team. It's very involving, but in as much as the course is involving, it's very interesting and it's an eye-opener. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to the master's degree as well.
Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much, Dr. Katme. And this is really, really a good encouragement for them, and also for me and for Merck Foundation, because to know that we can add value to you and to the community and to the country and to Africa and to Asia in general, this is a huge highlight of our day. What makes us continue and don't really give attention to the energy and the effort and the tiredness sometimes and exhaustion we have and the time we spend to see that someone is appreciating and also benefiting and saving lives and changing the quality of lives to many, many people in reality, not only ticking boxes or counting numbers or writing lists. But it is a reality. You are real people. You are real beneficiaries. You have already benefited, and you're benefiting a lot of people. And this is how I see it. And I always like to put my feet on the ground and see all of you to understand that we have done something. So we are part of your journey and the patient journeys in somehow. Thank you very, very, very much. So you are going to be joining in March. So I hope that you enjoyed as well as much as you enjoyed the diploma. And but just one question, where are you in Zambia? Are you in Lusaka or outside?
I'm outside Lusaka. I'm in Central Province in a town called Kabwe. And in as much as Kabwe is the yes, in as much as Kabwe is the provincial headquarters of Central Province, I'm not at the main hospital. I'm actually in a clinic. So it's quite far away from the major hospitals, the general hospitals. So now the diabetic patients who used to go to the main hospitals are able to come to the clinic.
Definitely.
And there's never a dull moment in the clinic.
Yes,
always busy. Thank you.
Very, very much. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Great, great to hear this. So I would like to hear also more from Zambia. We have almost 5 candidates now with us from Zambia for this course. But we had already maybe 9 to 10 candidates who's already graduated from the diploma, one-year diploma, and they are in different provinces and districts like you around Zambia. So we maybe have another call one day to have all of us together in one place. So we have Dr. George Shanga. He can join us. Thank you, Dr. George.
Thank you.
Thank you, Howard. Thank you. Dr. George Shanga from Zambia. He's also in the master course in diabetes, and he is one of our alumni and graduated from the one-year diploma of diabetes earlier. with distinction, and he's currently undergoing the master course in diabetes. Yes, now you can speak.
Hello, Dr.
Dr. George, finally we can see you, but you can put the camera on down a little bit because we can't see you very much. More? Yes. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Dr. George, congratulations for graduation from the diploma, and now you are in the master course. How are you doing?
Thank you very much, and thank you for the sponsorship. I think it's not easy, but I'm doing my best. I'm not
You've done it already before. You graduated with distinction before, so it must be easy for you.
Yes, it helps if you've got previous experience, but the master's is totally different because we are talking about research.
Yes.
And you know, in Zambia, research is not our strongest point. So I think with this experience that I'll get, I think we'll be able to do some research in Zambia.
Definitely, definitely. Yes. And now you are not alone. You have also Dr. John with you, so you can work together. Maybe more people will join from the other people who graduate from the diploma as well, maybe in the future, and then you can have a good platform together. So, what about the impact of the diploma? Did you can you tell us how this benefited you, and where are you from? Which part in Zambia?
So I'm in the eastern part of Zambia, a place called Mambwe.
Yes.
In the eastern part of Zambia, it has a population of 100,000 people.
And this diploma benefited these people, the 100,000 people from this area?
Yes, it has, because there are only 3 doctors, me and my 2 colleagues. So
and are they also in diabetes or only you?
Me, I'm at, I'm running the district. Them, they're at the hospital, but we work together. So they consult me, and I also go to the hospital to work in case of any problems.
So, I mean that people in your region at the moment, they are actually entertained and spoiled by your new skill. And now they have a better care for diabetes. They never had it before. I'm sure this will improve their quality of life. What do you think?
Yes, yes. I think that now that we have a better understanding of diabetes and complications, I think it makes life easy. And then I've been exposed to people with experience in the field of diabetes in terms of the tutors and the students. And then I was also introduced to new technologies and drugs. You know, Zambia is a third world country. So the drugs,
developing country.
Yeah, developing country. So the drugs that we are still using, the old drugs, which are still working, but I think we need to be
still working, of course.
Yes. So if you want to get the new drugs, you have to go to the private sector. But
you know, Dr. Mshanga, I want you to, and all of you are listening to me, advocate for the lifestyle. It's very, very important. Lifestyle is very important, not only the medication. Do you know, there's one thing, if every patient to be able to do, he will actually be able even one day to reverse the diabetes. To stop totally sugar.
Yes.
It doesn't mean reduce it. No, totally cut it from the food. You know, when you have an allergy and you stop something that's causing you allergy, this is exactly to stop the sugar totally, not reduce it only. This will even reduce the need for the dosage of the drug. Plus, of course, activity, the walking, 5 kilometers per day or something like that. These 2 things, if they can do it in a daily basis, they will make a big difference in their life.
You are right, Dr. Kelej. So from the course, I think what I learned is we also need to educate our patients about the condition so that they understand it fully, and that's the only way that they will follow our instructions. So we don't have structured education in Zambia. Usually it's just a counseling, a few minutes, but I think now that I understand the importance of counseling, so we take a bit more time to counsel them. Then we actively look for complications, be they renal, eye, heart, or any other. And then the patients are involved in the treatment plan, because previously we used to prescribe treatments for them without really them getting involved. And then we do target setting for sugar control with the patients. And then we are also on the lookout for mental health issues. So from the diploma course, I was able to learn all these, and I'm now applying them in my work.
Thank you very, very, very much, Dr. George, and I wish you great success in the master as well. Thank you. And now we go to Dr. Mariam Shibolila. Dr. Mariam Shibolila. She is now in the 1-year diploma of endocrinology from Zambia.
Hello.
Hi, how are you? How are you, Dr. Mariam?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Fine, fine. You are in the 1-year diploma of endocrinology, and they've been proposed by the First Lady of Zambia and the Ministry of Health of Zambia. So how do you see the course, and where are you, which part in Zambia you are?
Okay, right now I'm in Lusaka.
Yes.
I'm working for the University Teaching Hospital.
Yes.
I'm currently pursuing my master's program in pediatrics.
Yeah.
So thank you so much to Merck University for this opportunity. I'm really enjoying myself. I should say in the first week, it was quite challenging. Doing this for the first time, online education is not very easy.
Yes,
with
definitely.
all these, everything else going on, because I'm also doing my master's in pediatrics. So it was difficult to try and fit in everything together.
And
But
this master in pediatric, how long left? Because are you being able to juggle both together?
I just started my last year, so I'm doing my final year.
Very good.
Yes, yes. So it was quite challenging, but I should say it's been very interesting, and having a tutor like Dr. Aisha, she's been very encouraging, and because of that, it's getting easy and it's very interesting. I've always had an interest in endocrinology, and seeing the fact that we have a very huge gap at our facility. The only endocrinologist we had who was a professor actually died last year.
Wow.
So right now we have no endocrinologists around. So it's quite sad actually to see how the children are being managed.
What you're gonna do after you finish the pediatric and the endocrinology? Which one you will do? Both?
Both, yes. Both, yes. I'll probably
you will not go home after that. You stay back day and night with the clinic.
I'll be doing both. I'm actually planning on taking over the clinic that we have in endocrinology.
You're taking over the whole ministry now. It's not like what else? It's great to see that with all this enthusiasm and energy, and I'm sure this is the key. And this is the key that you can help people that you're hungry for more information, more experience, more tool to help people. I'm very happy to meet you, Mariam.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself. Take care.
Thank you. I will.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. You too.
So we have now Dr. M.Y. from Zimbabwe in diploma, or 1-year diploma of diabetes. Zimbabwe, M.Y. Masangara.
Hello.
Hello. Hi.
Hi, good afternoon.
You are Muriel, huh?
Yes, it's Muriel. So my name is Muriel.
Yes. Dr. Maria,
I'm a doctor
working and you are joined the diploma in diabetes. You can just speak to us about this, because after that we are going to go to Botswana. Dr. Ronald Loki. Okay, so he can get ready. Okay, Dr. Ronald Loki after Dr. Muriel. Yes.
Okay, so I'm a doctor, a young doctor working in rural Zimbabwe, and doing the 1-year diabetic program.
Yes.
What I've noticed is since I have started working in my area, it's very rural, if I should say. We are having so many patients coming in with complications, especially. most of them that coming with complications of diabetes.
Yes.
And the challenge that I've noted with most of them is just lack of knowledge, basically, if I should say. These people are never screened. They only realize that they have a problem when it has reached the end stages. So I think what really needs to happen for us in our setup is more of health education, trying to educate our population on diabetes in itself, and to encourage health-seeking behavior, because we are
lifestyle, which is very, very important.
Yes. Yes, and lifestyle changes.
So how we are doing in the course and the diploma, Dr. Muriel? Is doing well with you?
It's okay. It has been challenging, if I should say, because it was a new experience, online learning and the whole thing. It was very new for me, and the major problem that I've been experiencing is where I am. It's still quite remote, so here and there I have problems with my internet connection and this and that. But despite that, I'm managing, and it has been interesting and very, very, very eye-opening.
Thank you very much, Dr. Muriel. Yes, please take it very seriously and try to overcome all the challenges of the internet and everything, because this is really quite an expensive, of course, course, and it's very good opportunity that we don't know when this can come to us. Life is opportunities, and you have to capture them when they come to you, because they will never come back. And I wish that you, because you're working also in rural area, this diploma will help a lot of people. You are going to change a lot of people's lives with this. So take it as a mission, not for yourself only, but for the people around you. Thank you very much, Dr. Muriel.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Dr. Ronald Loki, he is from Botswana, and he just joined us in the call because he had an emergency. I would like to hear from him. If he's around, please, can you speak up? Dr. Ronald Loki.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Yes. Sorry, I just logged in late, like I was busy, like you said.
I know, an emergency, no problem at all. Dr. Ronald, I'm very happy to meet you as well, because you are one of the doctors who've been selected to do the master course, because you graduated from the diploma with distinction. And just to reiterate that you and Dr. Bobby was selected to do the master course from the people who graduated from the distinction. There were 9 people, or 9 doctors who joined the diploma from different provinces in Botswana, selected by the Ministry of Health and the First Lady of Botswana. Both of them are very keen and passionate to provide the platform of specialists in Botswana, which is lacking, and improve access to equitable and quality healthcare solutions in general. I like to tell you it's not only diabetes, but we have also endocrinology, cardiovascular preventive, and sexual and reproductive health, which is almost 10 doctors that joined this, and respiratory medicine and acute medicine. So it's a total maybe 32 doctors has joined our programs from Botswana. This is a huge platform of specialists that can transform and revolution in the landscape of healthcare sector, which I am planning to connect all of you together as well. So I hope that this will be a good tool and transformation factor to change and improve the access to the people in Botswana. So I would like for you to give us your feedback and what is the impact of the diploma when you graduated on your patients and the place you work at?
The diploma helped us, like it encouraged us to do, like you said, emphasize the diet, the lifestyle changes in our population, and the education, like how to manage diabetes through lifestyle and education in our population. Before the diploma, we were just doing, things like standardly, in a standard way, relaxed way. But through the diploma, it taught me like how to do things with some evidence-based medicine, and even the management plan, like the drugs. So we know now I know that not all drugs fit for every patient, So I see a patient in front of me, then I know which one should take this kind of drug, why they should be taking those kind of drugs. So now I can advocate for them. I can talk to the ministry, and if need be, they order some of the drugs that we used to not have them here in Botswana. So the diploma really helped me a lot in all aspects of diabetes, from screening up to preventing complications.
And please, Dr. Ronald, not only this, but please, all of you, please advocate for the lifestyle change. Because I can tell you that I have a patient, I know myself, he is 60 years old, and he actually almost don't take any medication anymore, because he just walk every day and he stopped totally the sugar from his things. The doctors here in Emirates don't believe, and they want to study him. How come, first of all, he's been able to stop the sugar totally? So the sugar is not in anything he takes. This was a challenge. So he made sure that he doesn't have this sugar in anything, anything he eats doesn't have it. And then he doesn't have to walk. He just take maybe half tablets of something. He takes daily, and sometimes once every 2 days. That's it. And this is from a huge dose he used to take when he was only reducing. So I think lifestyle, it can be really amazing transformation factor for the patients. Please advocate for it.
Yes.
So
yes, now we are really trying to emphasize lifestyle, especially lifestyle and education.
Yes. And if people has a sweet tooth or anything, they can replace the sugar with little honey or this aspartame or something like this, which is can be less factor. Thank you very much, Dr. Ronald. This is a great addition, and I wish you good luck.
Thank you. You're welcome.
In your master course, and thank you for joining. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dr. Gelford.
Hello.
Yes, Dr. Gelford from Kenya. How are you, Dr. Gelford?
I'm fine, thank you, Dr. Rasha.
Yes, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes, and we can see you very clear. So, Dr. Gelford, you are in Diploma Diabetes, the 1-year diploma in diabetes. So, where are you from? Which part of Kenya, and how this you see that will impact you and your career, your work?
So Dr. Rasha, let me start by saying thank you so much for this opportunity to pursue the postgraduate diploma in diabetes course. It has been really an intensive engagement for the last 5-6 weeks.
Yeah, great.
I come from the eastern part of Kenya, a place called Meru, which is approximately 300 kilometers from the capital city. So mainly rural population. I am a physician by training. I actually came into the course thinking that I know a lot of diabetes, only to realize that probably I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
So there has been a lot of learning taking place in the course. My special focus actually has been on the aspect of reversal, diabetes reversal.
Yes.
And of course prevention. And the reason I've developed interest in this region, as early as it may seem, is because I've appreciated that I'm working in a resource limited place, and therefore my only opportunity is either to try prevent, and when I pick them too late, try see whether I can reverse. Because I think, as most of my colleagues have said, in this part of the world, the cost of care is a very important, consideration. And I think by trying the interventions that are helping us in reverse diabetes, to me so far, they seem cheaper than drugs. And therefore, I think my focus moving forward would actually be the aspects that deal with the reversal of diabetes. I'm also particularly interested in capacity building because I appreciate through this exercise, the Merck Foundation is actually building capacity to some of us. And therefore, we should actually be able to extend the same to those who are working with us. And as a person, I feel that establishing a diabetic team, a diabetic care team in the station where I'm working may actually have implications on capacity building. As I conclude, I must say I admire your energy. You know, you've been speaking for the last 3-4 hours. I hope you are not very tired.
But this is exactly why I'm saying that we have to have energy for passion for what we like and what we love. And this is what you are doing every day in your course. After you finish your work and seeing the patient, you go and study.
Yeah,
so,
sure.
But it's always rewarding. It's always rewarding.
Yeah. Sure.
Yes, and also keep us away from diabetes because you do energy, you burn all the.
Those are all that energy.
Preventive as well.
Okay.
So it's good.
Yeah,
so
it's very
I'm
good.
happy that you are working on reversing because I have seen in my life 2-3 cases of reversal of diabetes, and it was not believable, but it's all my lifestyle. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And they are very old people, by the way. It's not even young and full of energy or anything. They were older, 60 and above. And they had the diabetes for 10 years. And then when they start to change their lifestyle, they reversed it. It was really amazing.
I think certainly that is an area that we, of course, need to focus in. I also have to say this region that I'm working is one of the regions that has the highest prevalence of diabetes in this country.
Yes.
And we don't have any diabetes expert in this area. So, I mean, when I finish, I will be one of the pioneers. So I hope also to advance and also do the endocrinology course so that we can also be able to manage both diabetes and endocrinological diseases. Yes,
definitely. Wish you good luck and good success, Dr. Galford.
Thank you so much. I'll be offline of this because I'm working in a clinic.
Yes,
so see you.
Please see you. Bye. See you.
Bye.
So we have now Dr. Kimberly Shido from Zimbabwe. Dr. Kimberly. Dr. Kimberly Shido, she's in diploma, 1-year diploma diabetes.
Hello.
Yes, hi. How are you? So are we going to see you, Dr. Kimberly, by the video, or Zimbabwe colleagues who don't want to see us? Yes.
Electricity issues. I don't have electricity.
No problem. Just to see you for a little bit, to know you. And if we find the connection is not very good, you can switch off the video and you can talk. Dr. Kimberly, you are in the 1-year diploma of diabetes and you are also in the rural area of Zimbabwe. Am I correct?
I'm currently working at a provincial hospital in Zimbabwe, so it's not quite in the district, but it's definitely
outside the capital. Okay. So tell me, how are you doing in the course? Is it okay?
It's been interesting. It's been very exciting. The first few weeks were hard to adjust to due to time management. Trying to manage both work and school was hard, and I think it was my first time also in an online course, and it's a postgraduate course. It was hard, but I managed. I think I found a rhythm that works for me, that at least every chance that I get, the time that I have, I need to do something. I'm working on my assignments, I need to study at the same time, and I just need to make it work because this is very important to me.
Yes, it's very important, and transform your life. Transform your life, give you security in your life, because you will have a good specialty that is acknowledged by UK, and you can help all the people around you, and it's a huge transformation of your career. You have to take it, and it's a stamina. It's like, you know, studying is like playing in the gym. When you go to the gym and run, the First day you don't run 5K, 5 minutes and you're tired. The next day 7 and 8, and then it's increased by day. It's just a stamina. Stamina is by training. I feel this muscles of the brain is like the muscles of the body exactly. So you will be able to make it, and you find yourself not tired anymore. Like me now, I'm sitting now for 5 hours. I am older than you. I'm 50 almost years old. And because I played this stamina from long time ago, so you can do it for sure. And I want to see you doing it.
Thank you. That's so encouraging, and I appreciate you giving me this opportunity. It means a lot to me.
Thank you very much to be part of your life. It's very important for me as well. Take care, and a really nice smile. Thank you very much, Dr. Kimberly. Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So who else we have from Zimbabwe? Do we have... no, we have Dr. Abunga from... Dr. Abunga, I think we had you once and then you left us. Dr. Abunga from Kenya. Just 1-year diploma in endocrinology. Dr. Abunga, yes, you are here. I can see you. You can speak now.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rasha, for the opportunity. Thank you, Merck Foundation, for the opportunity to be part of this program.
Thank you.
It's been an interesting and very interesting 6 weeks. And the funny thing is that now I am beginning to notice patients that I would have otherwise missed. Every week I see a patient, a condition that I have gone through in the module, and it's very exciting to be able to understand what is happening to them. So I'm very grateful. I'm very excited about it.
Thank you very, very, very much. This is really great. I feel the endocrinology is like the endocrine system in the body is like the electrician in the car, which a little wire here or there, you just mess.
Yes.
Yeah, and this makes it really, now you can diagnose.
Everything just
can adjust. Yeah.
Yes, it falls into place.
Yes. Thank you very, very much, Dr. Abunga. Thank you. And I wish you great success, and we can meet you again after graduation to see the impact. Thank you very, very much. I have also here today, thank you. I have Dr. Anas from Nigeria joined us, or it was here but disconnected and come back. Hello? Dr. Anas.
Yes, good afternoon.
Dr. Anas, how are you?
I hope you can see me.
I can see you very well. Yes. Dr. Anas, you are in the Endocrinology Diploma.
Yes.
Yes, and being recommended by the First Lady of Nigeria and the Endocrinology Society of Nigeria.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm very grateful to be part of this program. The program has been quite very hectic at the beginning, but I'm getting used to it over the last 4 or 5 weeks, but it has been really very, very hectic.
Yes. But it's interesting.
What?
Interesting as well, or hectic only?
Yes, it's very, very, very interesting.
Yes, good.
What is good about the program so far is that practical aspects are taken to see what is available in your society, and you narrate how you can use it to make the endocrine diagnosis. So it's quite interesting. Yes,
very good.
Very interesting.
This is amazing. This is amazing. I'm looking forward to see the results, and I'm sure that you start already to see cases like other colleagues said. Otherwise, you would be missing. Yeah. Yes. So the impact started already.
Yes, we have started.
Yes. You know, this is really important, because when you hear that the impact already started and people are benefiting from what we are doing and the effort, and all this what we are doing, it has a meaning. You put a meaning to everything. So I'm so happy to hear this from you. You are the one who encouraging us to continue and to give this opportunity to more people and to continue with this. When we hear your impact stories, and you don't feel that when I call you and I ask, What is the impact? How did you help people? Just to write something about it? No, it's just to encourage us that we are on the right track and we need to do more and more and more. So it's really good. Thank you very much, Dr. Anas.
Thank you.
Thank you. So now we have, thank you very, very much. So now we have also Dr. Bello Amina from Nigeria.
Hello, can you see me now?
Yes, now I can see you.
Okay.
Dr. Lawan, we are very happy to have you. Please give us idea about everything. Yes. Where are you from in Nigeria?
Hello, everyone. I'm Dr. Amina Lawal Bello, West Nigeria. Kebbi State has a population about 3.2 million people. And out of the adult population, about 4 to 8% are said to be diabetic. I'm actually the only practicing endocrinologist right now in my state. So having this opportunity to upgrade my knowledge in diabetes, I was really very grateful to the Merck Foundation.
Thank you.
I qualified as an endocrinologist in 2017, but we know the field of diabetes, there are so many new changes every day.
Yes.
And one really actually needs to update the knowledge and also in my state, before I came, there was no anything on ground for diabetes. So when I came, we started the Diabetes Association of Nigeria in Kebbi State, and that was on the platform of which I even got this scholarship through the office of the First Lady. So I'm really grateful for Merck Foundation. So I'm excited to be able to, join with colleagues. So I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to do research on especially diabetes prevention in my state. Because the state is actually, the burden of non-communicable disease is quite high, and resources are actually not available to be able to have the best of treatment. So the more we can prevent, the better it is for us in our environment. So our advocacy is on prevention, prevention, and prevention. So I'm glad for this opportunity to be able to do research and also to be able to do outreaches on prevention of diabetes through free screening and, advocacy on lifestyle management for the management and prevention of that.
Thank you very much, Dr. Loan. Thank you. And prevention, early diagnosis is the best key and solution, most cost-effective solution, really, to improve. Thank you very, very, very much. We're looking forward to
you, Merck Foundation. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. I think we have finished everyone now. I just want to ask, is Dr. Tafadazwa from Zimbabwe is here? Or Dr. Constance from Zimbabwe? Are anyone here? I understand that Zimbabwe has a problem in the network. So I think we have finished all our alumni. And I'm very, very, very happy to, Dr. Luang, you can now mute. So I think now we have to close our session. And I'd like to thank you all for being with us all this time. This is great opportunity to know each other, meet each other, and also to connect with each other for the future. Because I don't want, after even we graduate, that we lose connection, we lose contact. We still have to continue sharing information, sharing experience, network, research, update with each other, and solutions of different challenges, new guidelines being developed here or there to be shared with us. With each other, even during the studying of your module, and you have any challenge, someone else maybe can help that he overcomes this challenge or find a solution for something in the module. This is very important, the Diabetes Blue Points program of Merck Foundation, nationwide program. We are addressing endocrinology and diabetes, diploma and master course, for the people who graduate with distinction and merit. That's why I encourage you that not everyone will have the master opportunity. Only the people who will graduate with distinction and merit who will have the opportunity to go through the master course as per the guidelines of the scientific committee. So there is no exception at all. So I wish that you study hard and take it very, very serious so you can graduate with distinction and with merit. Also, people who will fail the module number 1, they will be disconnected from the scholarship as also per the scholarship of guidelines. So make sure that you don't fail any module and take it very serious from the beginning. It's not only for you, it's for the people around you and for the community around you. They deserve the best. They deserve to have access to all the information, the technologies and the things that they are available for other patients across the world. So you are the tool, and this is an opportunity that was very important, and we very happy that we can provide it. But you have to take it very seriously and make use of it, because it will transform your career, you transform your community, the quality of life, and the saving lives of your patients, but also transform the landscape of healthcare in the public sector and healthcare in your countries and Africa and in Asia. This is for sure. This is for sure. The number is too huge. It is 74. Today we have 74 countries, but we have 400 from before that joined across all the online diplomas. And this is not a small number in 35 countries, in 3 languages, in English, the French, Portuguese, and Spanish, 4 languages. So it's very, very important. We did not leave anyone behind. And in rural area, not only in the capital, not only in the main hospitals, it's all across the country, different provinces, like we always advise, as much as we can. The program in partnership with the First Ladies of Africa, Ministries of Health, and medical societies, either diabetes or endocrinology society in your country. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. I wish you great luck and success. We will be following up with you to see how you're doing in your modules, the impact of your studying and your graduation, and how you will continue with your master if you have distinction and merit. And of course, you can access us at any time. You can approach us at any time. You have, I would like to introduce my team quickly. The Kandar, Dr. Kandar, the scientific and medical manager of Merck Foundation. Is he here?
Hello,
Kandar?
Hello, Dr. Rasha.
Yes. So Dr. Kandar will be the one who will help you if you have any challenge on your module and connect you with the right people. We have also the mentors that he is connecting you with, that they can help you also from your colleague. Vino Nair is the Vice President of Merck Foundation and the head of APAC region.
Hi, everyone.
Asia region. Hello, Vino. How are you?
Hi.
Hi.
Wish you all the best, everyone.
Thank you.
Do well.
And Leonard
Thank you,
Saiko
Doctor.
is the Senior Director of Merck Foundation and Head of Africa. Leonard? Leonard?
Hello. Hi,
Hello.
hi.
Can you put your video?
Yes, I'm here.
You can see. Yes, you are in the. So Leonard is enjoying the open air. I envy you, Leonard. I envy you. So it's great. So Leonard from Kenya, and he's helping you all, not only Kenya, but everyone. So, and now we have Dimple Shastri. She's Senior Manager of Merck.
Hello.
Programs and projects. Hello. Dimple is the one who prepared all these links and all these events and our events in general and our programs and our meetings, everything. Thank you, Dimple, very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And we have also with us Veronica, the head of my office and the protocol, head of protocol, and also the partnership manager. Veronica?
Good evening, Dr. Rasha. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to see you here. Very nice to be present at this video conference.
I know it's an exhausting day, but we'll go back home now, so don't worry.
No, everything is fine. As you said, where there is passion, there is energy, and there is everything.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. All the best for everyone.
And we have Marakuti, the Community Awareness Manager.
Hello everyone.
Hello, hi. Thank you. So, and also we have Sagar.
Hello everyone. Good evening, Dr. Rasha.
Good evening, Dr. Rasha. I think Mehak is not here today. Mehak is not here. Or she's here.
No, she's not here today.
Not here. Okay. And we have Janini.
Hi.
Kanga. She is the Community Awareness Manager. She has, the beautiful green background behind her to show the community feeling.
Thank you, Rasha.
And who else with us now? We have Anup is here. Jaya's here. Jaya's here.
Yeah, yes.
Jaya,
hi everyone.
Hi, Jaya and Anup. Anup, how are you, Anup? Anup is our IT manager, and he's responsible for all our technologies of our operation. Thank you, Anup. Thank you. And Jaya?
Hi, Rasha. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Jaya. Jaya is also our administrative and administrative officer of our Merck Foundation. Thank you, Jaya. Thank you. Who else I'm missing? Am I missing anyone from the team? Because I don't have the list with me. Anyone missing? No. I don't think so. Finished. Okay. Thank you very, very much. And introduce you to the team. And if you need anything, you can approach us anytime. Thank you and have a great day. And have a good luck. Thank you very much and great success. Bye-bye. Bye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye.